A 15. The lock here is pretty rusted, but you do manage to just barely get the lock to the door open.
Sweet.
And pushing in through, you do see that done.
Strahd's leftover booties.
Strahd's leftover booty. You do see into here,
No
and you
booties,
see
not booty.
you do see some like hands kind of like hanging out of a cell down here.
I assume those are the cries for help earlier.
Yes.
All right, that'll be it for me.
Okay.
Oh, how do the zombies react? Oh god, I see a world where they all just teleport into these cells as they come charging after you.
I don't think they're long for this world. The 15
They might
minutes
not
of
be.
damage they take on their ends of their turns.
So, these zombies do indeed start sprinting and running and all of the things that they do. However, basically how this goes is the first one gets right here, and then he disappears in an explosion, going to here. Galahad, you see a zombie appear magically and then crash up against these the cell, and then as it's like leaning up trying to par through the cells, the rest of the acid that it's on its body starts dissolving, so it just like dissolves through the cell as it falls dead. Second
That's
zombie
pretty good.
and third zombie make their
did
way
they go over the previously teleporting space?
Yes, they did. This one
didn't rearm.
but this guy does teleport. They do not, in fact, rearm. 74B, which is...
What did Strahd say? He said there was
he's rich.
4 and that he chose the first one out of 4?
He wasn't expecting the very first trap to get triggered.
But I thought he said 4, or am I making that up?
He didn't say a specific number.
Yeah, there was a trap here, presumably a trap here.
This one...
There's a trap here, and a trap here.
These zombies do not make it, and as these ones are moving forward as well, they also all disintegrate. 100% of the zombies have disintegrated on this turn. Unlucky boys.
Much better way of dealing with zombies.
Just melt them all.
Yeah,
Pitlick, like, looks at the water, and Whoopsie, you see this with your keen eyes. Pitlick turns back and starts walking back up the stairs.
He's going after Strahd.
He's going. He knows his duty. Skate, you're up.
How did he know he was upstairs? I'm gonna pick these locks.
Fiddlewick is actually a augur for finding Strahd. Okay, go ahead and make a lockpick check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Because you're trying to pick the lock from the opposite side.
That's fair.
Imagine Piddlewick's either A, going up to go beat in some more kneecaps, or B, going up to go try and find the key for these cells, or C, going after Strahd.
16 does not quite. You do not make it through the locks at this time.
Fuck.
Next up is Whoopsie. You're up, brother.
I'm going to. And what is this? What does this sword boy look like?
It's literally just like a flying these are all not necessarily swords, but they're like torture devices from this room that have been animated. So this one's probably like a mix between a corkscrew and a fire poker.
Well, Wall of Force it is. I want to try poison spray. Because it's an object.
It is an inanimate object that would most likely not have blood to poison.
I mean,
Or a mind to psychic damage, for that matter.
the only thing I can do that won't cost a spell is either poison spray or toll death. I don't want to use magic missile on this because that would suck.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Toll the Dead would, it's a spell. Cantrips are cantrips.
Alright, I'm gonna cast the only thing I have, Toll the Dead.
You rolled a nat 1. Luckily, swords don't have much brain to wisdom with. Those are impressive rolls. He fails, for sure. Takes 12 necrotic damage. You do see the necrotic damage being effective, at the very least.
Oh, thank God.
It is sort of like actively rusting the sword. Next up is that guy. First of all, this happens. Second of all, this happens. Hey, buddy. Next up, Dalmor.
What happened?
Dalmor continues just rattling and bashing against the bars, trying to get through.
Yeah, you can make another strength check.
Alright.
Trying to get through here.
Minimize my sheet. Add advantage +1 on top of what this actually rolls from my luck stone, so that's 13.
You're really having a hard time because it's so cramped in here.
Could use a little help. That's my turn.
Okay.
This is some kind of racist bullshit.
Some kind of racist bullshit.
Themselves.
Next up, these guys. 1. And hopefully I left, yes. 2. A tree. Hello, Whoopsie.
Hi.
Swords wish to be
For the
attacking
watch.
you.
For the watch.
You just get
Oh, jeez. A 14, I think, maybe hits.
Yep.
A 14 does hit, so you do take 3 points of slashing damage.
Good on you. Ryan, you're here to play, it seems.
Listen, man, I just gotta get these out of the
Four?
way before it gets
Nice
real.
four.
Wait, those are made with +1.
It's okay, I like football.
I mean, listen, man, they're just swords. There's no one swinging them. They're doing their best.
Yeah.
They're just people, dude. Galahad.
They don't even get the versatile property.
Galahad. Oh, he do be AFK. Is you is or is you ain't my baby.
We can just pretend that it's him and just take our little lizard tongues and our camera.
Piddlewick does Piddlewick stuff.
Piddlewick is indeed doing Piddlewick stuff. Skate, you can make another attempt at the locks here.
Let me out. I need out. Fuck.
That does work, because it does technically, because of the state of how difficult these locks are, it does take a pretty considerable amount of time to actually break out of it, with lockpicking specifically.
So it works or it doesn't work?
It does not work. the one definitely does not. Basically, it takes a minute of trying to pick the lock to actually break out of the lock.
Oh. Help.
Help! Next up is Galahad. Right. He's pooping. I see the door. He'll be back. Well, how's everyone doing? We're all hanging in there. Getting pretty close. This is actually going as far as pathing wise, it's remarkably similar to the last time. I think you guys even got frustrated about checking every room on the same floor, just on the opposite side of the same floor.
Okay, quick question. So what's the 8-hour mark? Is that 8 hours in game?
Yeah.
It's 8 hours in game. Yeah, you guys are probably let's see, what do I got here? That's that much. I was like, you guys are currently at like 4 hours, I would say. 4 to 4.5. So you're on the latter half of the potential adventure. Galahad!
I just want to know. You want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and views.
Oh, boy.
Dude, I'm on it.
Galahad returns from the restroom.
Galahad is here!
To be honest, we probably don't notice it amongst all the water of diffused zombie bile.
So you just picked this lock? And
yeah.
are making it through. These doors are much less sturdy than these ones. These ones are basically like ready to fall apart compared to these ones that are actually quite strong.
I see. Okay.
I get.
How are you? How are you doing, Oopsie? Can you hold your own for a turn?
You did an oopsie. My name is Whoopsie. I'm fine for now.
I did do an oopsie. Whoopsie. It's okay.
You
Sir,
called me
not
Oopsie.
Sir Galahad will
Oopsie.
will go over here and attempt to pick the lock.
Don't pick them, I say over the link. They're super sturdy.
They are indeed super sturdy. It takes quite a lot of time to break through these, actually. As far as picking the lock goes, you can try to force the bars as an action.
Oh, wait, so it's incredibly difficult to pick them and it's incredibly difficult to break them open?
It is both. It is currently, time-wise, more difficult to pick them. It'll take about a minute of dedication to picking the lock. You can potentially break the lock with a strength check.
Oh.
It is just harder.
Let me check something real quick. I'm sure I don't have any, like, easy ways to deal with this problem.
How hard, you don't know. It could literally be like a DC 16 or something, because Dalamore is kind of struggling.
Okay, then I will attempt to pull the bars up, open.
Okay. Grab onto the bars. The reverse front thrusters in your gauntlets fire off to give you extra force.
Is this a thing that a crowbar could be used to get advantage on, or no?
Yes, a crowbar you could use here.
Okay, then I will roll with advantage.
Okay. You know, you guys, these bars, man, they're just... I think you guys might just be trapped here forever. This might be the end game. Piddlewick does Piddlewick things. Skate, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna finish my move.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You'll have to get the rest out on your own, Dalmore.
These are stuck good.
15. I gotta deal with these swords real quick. You just stick your crossbow out and shoot it. Some of them to help out.
Bars.
Bars upon bars.
Bars on bars on bars.
Somebody, I don't see the other man in here I was calling out earlier. Somebody see if he knows a way out. And I'm like, attempt to futilely keep picking at these things.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, can I look at the masonry around that's got these bars in place? Do any of them look like I could chip away at the stonework?
I think that You can tell pretty easily that the way that these bars are implanted is very, very well done, especially because they've held up for this long. I think that it would basically equate to the same sort of strength check that
Same
they're
thing.
making down here.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. That is a pretty good one. You will be able to make it through in probably a couple rounds here with that check.
Almost a minute's worth of time. But we're going.
Whoopsie. What's your plan, Stan?
I think I'm gonna magic missile. So I can get one of each on each.
Okay. One magic missile ping on each one of these swords.
Yeah.
Whoopsie's had it with this shit. She's ready to spend. You played Whoopsie long enough that a little bit of your own playstyle started coming out of her. The first sword is... Oh, haha, yes.
Lord.
He is large.
Spaghettifies.
And this one takes 8. And this... Can you guys, like, it's more fun. The reason we play dice games is for variety. So, like, there's, you roll, and it's like, oh, man, do I roll high or do I roll low?
You always roll low.
Okay, so you hit all 3 for 8. And next up, this happens. I think... Where the hell are you guys? Oh, that's right. Cool. Okay, so that's the only thing that happens over there. Next up, Dalmor. I believe in you. You can make it this time.
I weakened them for you.
Dalmor is gonna try and bash his way out.
He's finally done it.
22.
Nice. Wait.
You realize suddenly the math that I didn't realize earlier. You are just incapable of breaking out of this cell.
Oh no.
These bars do refuse to budge, even under your bulging muscles. It
I'll
is.
let you know, if you can't get out with a 22, the chances of me getting you out is very, very low.
There's got to be another way. As the dwarven anguish just like
the
reverbs
the
through
dwarves.
middle.
The dwarves
If I
are
can kill these
considerably
dwarves,
trapped.
Like, taking a minute to pick is not a problem if there's not actively swords trying to kill us.
Speaking of which, oopsie.
Hi.
7 and a 12 are both misses. Galahad.
That's
Sorry,
These-
y'all are fine.
You've got a +3 against an AC 14 enemy.
You know,
Step up and send a resounding punch with a dawn at this first one.
Don.
Oh, you should have used your bite attack on these things.
He can't. I think he can only use it once per long rest.
No.
Once for short rest, yeah.
That's a
15
miss.
hit. Oh no, a miss.
These things are made of metal. They parry your blow.
I did
Ironically,
roll.
the flying swords are way more defensive than they are offensive. Roll something other than a 15, and then we can talk. Those are 4s.
The curse of the 15.
Okay.
Kind of
I mean,
the way out of
honestly, it
this
was probably
cage.
up to Piddlewick to get you out of there, or to kill these swords at this rate.
Oh,
Skate, you are doing your lock picking. Whoopsie, you are up.
I told the dead.
Call the dead away. Which one are you targeting?
The one nearest to me.
Don't worry. It takes. Oh, that's so unlucky.
That's a rip.
That's why you don't macro it to roll both at once, because then you see.
I like seeing both.
Listen, you can't blame her. You see 4 numbers from her roll. They're all 4 different.
It is true.
Do you want
Just doing it to get more
variety?
variety.
It is
You
true.
want some extra
I did ask for
spice in your
variety.
life?
Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Things happen. Next up is Dalmor.
Dalmor continues to just bash and rattle. I don't really have anything I can do from here.
You poor thing.
I need
As
this.
soon as I'm not getting stabbed in the back, I'll come
That.
get you.
The dwarves are just yelling over the psychic link in anguish.
Dalmor is yelling over both the psychic link and just actual.
2 more swings at Whoopsie here. It's like 1 hitting for 5.
You did it.
No. For 5?
For 5, yes, ma'am.
You're making me mad.
Galahad, we need a white knight.
I Thunder Fist. Is that
That's a hit.
Alright. With Thunder Fist, the one closest to me for 13.
Okay, you destroy the one closest to you.
I Thunder Fist the other one
That's a hit.
for 13.
You also destroy that one as the electrical energy continues to course through the swords. The magic dissipates and they fall inert to the floor.
Alright. I
Is there a magical
run,
explosion?
There is no
I run
magical
down to
explosion.
Dalmor and
All
start working on the picking.
of the traps have been disabled. Skate, you get out first. You finish the picking on your lock.
The water level in here rises ever so slightly as a few tears from him join the water.
I come from
free.
water.
I'm fucking free.
Unfortunately,
Wait,
none of
do
you
we
were
see
there
the
to.
rest of this?
Yeah, you do see kind of what's going on in these rooms. For the
Do you have any
most,
other way to get him out other than
you'll make a lockpicking check.
sorry.
I'm coming, buddy. I'll get you out of there.
I want to look around the rooms. There might be just like a key on a wall somewhere.
You had said something that made me wonder if you had some like special way of getting him out or something.
Yeah, like a
I can do-
special key.
16.
16 does not quite cut it for now. I think that eventually once there is this thing currently in your way still. Whoopsie, you can't make it up here quite yet because this door is still barred shut. These doors are much more flimsy than the ones up there. But if you want to look around in the cells to the south there,
Yeah, I mean, I'm just whatever I can get to.
What's in the rest of this room? Just more of the same?
the rest of this room is indeed just more of the same. I think that all of these cells, let's see. Okay. So in glancing through the rooms, there's basically nothing in any of these cells. You do see uniquely a slight glow coming from this one, from underneath the water.
Do we remove the black?
See.
Oh, might be. Yeet.
Oh. So the rest of my movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I get to hear.
Yeah, you can see there's a slight glow coming from there, and there is also that door is closed. Every other cell in here is empty. Go ahead and give me another. As the attempt passes, Galahad, you can go and give me another.
There's also
Lockpicking
some dark
attempt.
spaces here too.
Yes, as you walk into this area, as you're walking actively down, you see basically nothing in most of these cells. There's a dead dwarf in 75D. That's this one, not the one below it.
This guy just hates dwarves.
There is indeed a dead dwarf in this cell.
No.
Dead
Empty,
dwarf in this
empty.
cell?
And then down here is a man barely conscious, seems pretty weak, who will react to you approaching as you do.
My spidey senses are tingling.
He reaches out. Please, you have to help me get out of here. I'm from the village of Barovia. Strahd captured me. You see him visibly shivering. Whoopsie.
Ignore him and walk up to him.
Pretends to ignore him. Skate. What do you got going on? What are you doing?
Skate reaches into his pockets and pulls out a carton of smokes. He just realizes that they're all damp, and is now visibly upset that he didn't take prestidigitation. Tosses it, grabs a pack that's up in his upper sleeves, and lights as he starts to pick the locks of this door.
Okay.
From the front this time.
From the front this time. Go ahead and you give me lock picking, and then
I attempt to toll the dead the bars.
unfortunately, deading the bars is not going to have any effect here.
I attempt to poison spray the bars.
You can attempt to. You do attempt to. Go ahead and give me another. As another minute passes, Galahad. Give me another lock
I
pick.
cast light on the bars.
They light up for sure. And then
Oh wait! Oh my god! I completely forgot. I'm sorry. All of these thieves' tools checks were supposed to be at +8.
at +8.
I have expertise in all tools.
It is a DC 20. So I think that you
I got it on the 16.
you do make it on the 16.
Try again now, remembering.
So that is the rest of your minute there.
Okay.
And-
I'll just spend however much time you think is necessary.
Yeah. And so you guys get out as probably as Skate is finishing this next check, because it does still take a decent amount of time to pick these locks. They're quite intricate as well as being sturdy.
Holy thieves tools, come on.
Holy thieves tools. Talk about time sneaking up on you, am I right? All right, so
Skate just
go ahead
continues to
and
smoke.
keep going, and you guys are now free to move as you wish. We are not in initiative anymore. There are no combatants on the field, and the ones that are off the field.
Let's break open this door for my friend.
Okay.
He doesn't have to later.
Oh, you got one.
I did it.
Also, in the minutes passing
Uh-huh.
timeline, once combat had ended, Dalmor would shrink back to normal dwarven size.
Okay.
I've opened up the door. There's something glowing in here. I'm going to pick it up.
Just be careful, my friend.
What's it gonna do? Throw me in another one of these blasted cages?
Possibly.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I poke it with one of my short swords. I just kind of like rake it towards me in the wall.
You sort of rake it towards you with your short sword, and
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
All right, Danheim has to take a seat. We are not fighting.
I see.
We've made it. We've made it through the locking mechanisms. No more fighting.
Okay. So you sort of rake it to you, and it is itself. It is a short sword that is currently shedding bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet.
Are you a copy of the Sun Sword?
Is it a short sun sword?
It is a short sword. It is not a sun sword, though.
I pick it up and begin ritually casting Identify on it.
Okay. So you guys are
Stand.
taking a brief break here. He's getting this ritual cast on. Is there anything else you guys wish to be doing during this time?
Standing in front of this door, just
Okay.
staring at Skate, longingly, free me from my torment.
Dalmer's gonna walk down to the dude.
Okay. He's like, please, my name is Emil. I'm from the city.
Hold tight a moment, we'll get you out.
Thank you.
Dalmor?
Yeah.
Not another one, okay?
She's got the point. They tend to live longer if we don't interfere.
If you let it out, if he's bad, I'll kill him.
Perhaps we come back for this one.
Few
once we've
hours,
dealt
then we'll
with
set you
Strahd.
free.
I don't know if I'll last, but if you wish.
Dalmor will reach in and give him a slightly waterlogged piece of dried ham.
Okay.
They call this wet ham.
Ew.
A delicacy.
Yes.
Fresh ham.
Just floppy ham jerky.
Ham. He
Like maybe a little bit of zombie.
he takes it and reluctantly starts eating. You do see him shivering as there is an amount of hypothermia setting in.
Give him your ring of warmth.
I don't have it.
As we start the regeneration process of 10 minutes in ritual casting.
Yes. You'll actually have, I'll say, you probably have, you can just cash in like 3 pings of your thing, or no, you just took damage up here, so you would have 2 pings.
Me?
Yes,
Yep.
2 pings of your ring of regeneration. Are you missing any limbs? You don't get them back until tomorrow.
I am. That's why you can't give it to me.
Just slip it onto his hand as a joke.
I'm not allowed to take the ring of regeneration.
Okay, 9 health restored. Galahad presumably eventually breaks through this this door to get Skate out, and Skate, you
Yeah.
finish your casting on this short sword. This short sword is a lawful good +1 short sword that is sentient, very similarly to the sun sword. Continually sheds bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet. Can only be stopped if you destroy the sword.
And you said it was a short sword?
Yes.
It's a +1 short sword.
A
that
lawful
backdrops.
good creature can attune itself to the sword in 1 minute. While attuned to the weapon, sword's wielder can use the sword to cast the Crusader's Mantle spell. Once used, the property of the sword can't be used again until the next dawn.
Cool.
I can't use
It is looking for your paladin type brother to
Yeah.
wield it into battle.
Unfortunately, a bounty hunter has to step outside the laws from time to time. Well, I see myself as a good person. I would not say that I'm strictly an awful. So we'll have to
More.
leave this one.
You as you finish the like identification process, it sort of like psychically reaches out. It speaks in largely emotions. You're somewhat used to it because the sun sword's kind of been like soft pinging you this whole time. The sun sword has a very similar attitude as this sword, but isn't quite as uptight about it. The sun sword is like glorious battle, and you're like, maybe sometimes glory, maybe sometimes like some other stuff, and it's like, whatever, as long as we get the job done. This one's like, fuck you, glory or nothing.
So I'm like talking to the hey, weird question. Do you want to become famous? And then I chuck it into the corner of a cell.
You chuck
More
it.
magic item junk.
You chuck it in back into the corner of the cell, where it remains for whoever to find it next. If anyone wants an off-brand sun sword. Okay.
Sun sword, angsty little brother.
I'm sun bored.
Got him.
Also,
Hey,
can
where-
you shrink down Dalmor to normal?
Oh yes, I can do that. Maybe. So,
where are we going next? Exploring this floor more, or chasing after the way Strahd went?
You did see
By this point,
Strahd did run past you, Dalmor. He basically went from here, where he was encountered with Galahad, to here, and then he just sprinted off into this wall.
oh, he went that way. I thought he walked up through the ceiling.
Yeah, he went up.
Oh, he did go up. That's right. I was deciding which way I was going to send him.
Just as a point of reference, I don't think he would have come anywhere near the cell where the current dwarf that wanted to murder us.
Listen, he's only sometimes worried about that.
I don't think as much as he wanted to maintain that swagger, I don't think he was willing to get that close to him.
So we have two directions. This way? Or back up to the floor that we didn't explore?
I think we go this way.
Let's have a
I
vote
agree.
behind the curtain.
I agree. Let's find out what's behind curtain number 1.
No more jail cells, hopefully. Also, don't touch
go.
the fucking teleportation circle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the giant hourglass thing is this way.
This is a 10-foot thing. I'm like, get out the grappling hook, chink, and pull myself up.
All right. Yes, this wall is very scalable. You see what is behind the red curtain? Who told you could do that?
I push one of these thrones into the torture room below.
You do so? Like Rook did that. Also.
Actually, I don't think he did.
I don't know.
Dungeon and
Sounds
Catacombs.
like something he would do.
We're in K77 currently, in case any of you were wondering. I know it's highly relevant. Two large wooden thrones rest on this balcony. Oh, behind the thrones are a red velvet curtain 30 feet long. The ceiling here is 10 feet high. Very reminiscent of the thrones that were overlooking the chapel.
Yeah.
They are identical thrones. Behind the curtain, you see I think it's a bronze door. And you
Passively spot any traps.
do not passively spot any traps.
I attempt to open the door.
It is unlocked, as a matter of fact. Welcome. This room is 30 feet square, rising to a 20-foot tall flat ceiling. The stone brazier burns fiercely in the center of the room, but its tall white flame produces no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball and made of colored crystal. No two stones are the same color. Overhead, a wood-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended by the ceiling
motif in this
by a thick iron chain. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down to the bottom. Written in glowing script in the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with swords drawn, stand deep in alcoves facing each other. The brazier sits between them. Reading here says, "Stone cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire, orange to the castle's peak, red if lore is what you seek, green to where the coffins hide, indigo to the master's bride, blue to the ancient womb, yellow to the master's tomb."
Okay. So, is it cheese to remember what these things do?
This one specifically, I will say it is not cheese to remember what it does and generally have an idea. You can pretty much infer your character's understanding
Okay.
That
what
is
these
a
do.
Teleportation.
Basically,
device.
yes.
If you put one of the things in the thing, you lose the game. That's basically
It
how
is,
goes, right?
it is. If you put one of the things into the wrong thing into the thing, you lose the game.
Yes. I was super excited to see this room, by the way.
Fucking art though.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I was gone during the briefing of this part.
Teleportation room. You throw a stone into the fire and it takes
it says the master's bride. That's exactly where we want to go. We got to pick up Irina. Let's go.
Yep. You can either throw
See
one
you
of
in a
these
week.
to lose the game for a majority of these options. They will take you to different points in this plane.
in Barovia rather than in the castle.
And
Ultimately,
some of them are like
choices-
intentionally intentionally kind of sassy. Like the one that takes you to the Master's Bride, there is a cleric on the other side of Barovia who is currently crafting a bride for Strahd, making a flesh golem, like corpse bride style thing, right? And if you throw that stone in there and then you get teleported to the other side of Barovia, you are very far away from the castle, friend. Which may or may not have happened to some unlucky adventurers who thought they were going to fight Strahd that night.
Fun fact, I actually considered taking the spell Teleportation Circle just to counter this stupid thing. I legitimately considered it. I don't have it though, so... we can throw in the stone to take the Master's Tomb, which I believe takes us to Strahd's coffin, but if I recall correctly, that might provide some very tough things to get around, because we wouldn't
I
have...
thought that one took you to the Amber Temple.
No, that's the yellow one, right?
Yellow
I couldn't
is to the
remember which one
Master's
that was.
Tomb. Blue is to Ancient Magic's Womb. Green to where the coffins hide. Red if lore is what you seek. Orange to the castle's peak. They're very...
Yeah.
The
I think
Coffin's
Coffin's
Hide
Hide
one is the
is
one
the Amber
that's
Temple.
like, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the Amber Temple one. Where it's like, because it's just got a bunch of coffins in it, and you're like, oh yeah, we're looking for Strahd's coffin, let's go there, and it's just the Amber Temple instead.
Yeah, it's got all the sepulchres of the ancient entities.
The dark powers.
I don't see a great reason to use this unless we're
No.
desperate. Because I
Yeah,
don't really
maybe
want to.
desperate.
I just don't want to fuck with it.
Yep.
It's fair.
Carrying on. This is really cool. Next.
Next. You see through these doorways, there are three, count them, three passageways.
Can I just say, like, if you had the same orientation of the way I saw this map, I would probably remember where these go to. But as it's turned on its side, it's really fucking with me.
If it's been 7 hours and 58 minutes, we come back to this room and try it.
Yeah. I do think I remember where this one goes, though.
So all of these lead upwards. This one cuts off into a flat surface. This is a spiral stair. This goes up a significant more longer way and then turns to the right and continues upwards.
I don't remember where any of these go, but I think the less up the better, so the middle one makes sense to me. Ooh, this music just went kind of bop.
Sure thing.
Music does bop.
I swear.
I never turned it off of the combat music from last time. I regret it.
I turned off combat music as soon as I got past the last lockpick.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Combat music 24/7.
I mean, listen, the combat music is a bop as well.
I think it's the center one. Is the one that we would want to go.
Okay.
That's the one I want to go anyway. Because I think we will actually like the floor that we passed, the one with the like trap in the corridor, or looked like a trap in the corridor. I think that's actually the floor we wanted to be on, not this one. And I think this leads up to the other side of that, because that's what it looks like it does. But I have no idea. I have no idea where any of these go actually.
I don't think we messed with the one that we passed. I think this one leads us to some rooms. This one is a spiral staircase, so I'm guessing it leads back up to another spiral staircase that we've probably been next to.
I start going down this one.
Okay. As you make your way up, you see the staircase of ancient stone is warm, smooth. That's the wrong one. A center stair. The door creaks open to reveal a stone staircase between rough masonry walls. There is little dust on the steps, but light fog tumbles down from the steps above. As you enter the corridor above, a rough-hewn corridor ends in a stone staircase that descends down the south. That's what you're currently on. Oh, if you enter from the other side. Never mind. There is something that is happening here.
I remember you read it backwards last time too, because we came from the opposite direction.
yeah. It's not super, like, sometimes the wording is just like, yeah, and then read this as they get to the top part. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh no, if they come from the top, damn it.
Also, I take it back. I'm about 50% sure I remember what this is, but I might be confusing it with a very similar thing that happened in the Ember Temple.
Also, I feel bad for
Okay.
anyone who's playing this for the first time and they get to the teleportation circle room.
I think that the teleportation circle room kind of rules the same way that like the rope or not the rope trick, but the tiny hut thing goes, where it's just like nobody wants the game to end that way.
So your DM
let's just call it truce on this.
Let's move on.
Okay, cool. You guys, as you walk down this area, can you guys see nameplates on NPCs, by the way?
We can't see
No.
nameplates on our own guys anymore.
We basically only saw the one NPC nameplate of Strahd illusion.
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
map.
I don't know why that was a thing.
I only see myself, my own name.
Okay, cool. That is okay. As you guys are walking down this way, one of you, the knightly one, does spot very closely. You barely see a trap door in the center of this room. Yes, right where Robert's pointing,
That's not me.
or right where Tibbers is pointing.
I was doing 60.
Watch
Yes.
your footing. There's a trap up ahead.
And he points out the trap, and Skate immediately recognizes it as the way mathematically it's probably a chute that leads to the cell that he landed in.
Motherfucker.
But on the other side of the trap,
I take one of my scimitars and I bar it shut.
Dunka.
Oh,
Oh.
twins.
Oops. Triplet?
Triplets?
Quadruplets.
What?
Quarter kill.
Having to switch back to the objects layer kills me sometimes. Walking down this
Whoa,
hall.
they move in sync?
Yeah, they're all snapping their fingers too.
In sync, is that
Boy
you?
band. It looks like a bunch of bars.
Just a couple of Brads. So yeah, as you guys come, you hear some chatter with you hear voices with thick accents. They seem somewhat muffled, but they're moving down the hall. They don't seem to have reacted to you. One of them has a torch lit.
Perhaps
they're-
we don't alarm the Brad Hydra.
I was thinking of letting them pass.
Either that or we warn them that we will cover them in acid and melt them if they interrupt us.
That hasn't stopped anyone else so far.
I mean,
Who-
the acid did
I
pretty good
start
work against the
moving back.
zombies, so I
They
heard.
they do see you now, by the way.
Oh, fuck.
You can't really sneak super well with the sun sword beaming.
Fair.
They stop and yell, who is that? Should we run?
Doesn't
Yes.
water does tend to have an effect on some vampires, but not all. You should get out of here. It's pretty dangerous. We've been fighting Strahd, so don't fuck with us.
We just escaped the vampire
From where?
from down the hall. There are tombs.
Oh, good. That's where we're headed.
We could.
No, that's okay. Just don't get yourself killed. It doesn't work out well.
We could assist you. Do you know a way out, or we could help. We can fight.
You could step on that thing right there, and I point to the trapdoor that maybe they don't know. Notice.
With you pointing it out, they this one specifically takes a sudden step back. Oh, it's more dangerous than we thought.
How'd the four of you get here?
We were captured. We were in cells. We were in one cell.
I'd like to make an insight check.
You can make an insight check. Probably at disadvantage because you're so far away.
Rolling flat because I make insight at advantage normally.
I saw a red number.
The mind is an enigma.
Dimmer, what'd you get?
23.
23. You noticed as these guys were walking up, they stopped suspiciously short of the trap.
already knew.
They do have
They seem the type.
let's see. They do have what looks like maces and crossbows on them. They seem armed, but not necessarily like very powerful. You also recognize these as being Vistani, who knowing or not, Vistani have kind of a negative reputation of being in cahoots with the vampire Strahd.
Why are you here seeking Strahd? Don't you have an agreement with him?
What do you think, Whoopsie?
They're in the castle. They're probably bad.
Where?
I haven't met a single person in this castle that didn't deserve to die, I don't think yet.
What, the beginning one, the farmer? It's
You
working good.
didn't know.
I did. He was pretty good, I think. But unfortunately, if he dies, he just becomes more powerful and is then set against us.
Liabilities are not worth the risk.
It's true. We need to keep them alive, though.
Sure,
Them dying
let's
is
have
a
them help us
liability.
out of here.
Wait, this doesn't sound
Not convinced these 4 traders are worth it, though. This is telepathic, by the way.
okay.
I think we should send them on their way.
Dalmor kind of raises an eyebrow. There's 2 ways to interpret that.
Wait. Hold on.
Send them
You
on their
fool.
way, not send them on the way to the afterlife.
You could put in one of the things into the teleportation. You could leave.
It's true. There's a way out of here. Do you wish
Come
to
down.
leave?
We could, of course, we wish to leave.
Then
Well-
cast one of the stones into the fire.
What's stone? What do you know what he's talking?
Come here. Come on past this.
This way.
How do we deal with this? As a gesture to the trap that you pointed out.
Jump over it.
Can they not jump over it? Does it look like it's not jump overable?
We
Like,
can
it's weird.
we can try.
Also, full disclosure, if you don't make it, I've already picked the lock to the cell it leads to. Oh, they got a unit to jump. That's impressive.
In formation.
They're a performer troop.
So we just cast a stone?
Yes, you might all want to go to the same one, though.
Cast the stone into the fire, and then reach your hand inside. It will take you away from here.
We can. We appreciate the kindness, strangers.
Just read the inscription and make do with what you can. Probably
Okay.
don't go to the Master's tomb, or the lore, or the Master's bride.
This one's like,
I think we could go to the Master's Bride. That'd
wait,
be-
lore? Wait, guys, they said there's lore. As they move
Lore?
in.
We love lore.
Good luck.
To this room, they start kind of slowly reading the inscriptions and slightly arguing amongst themselves.
We continue on.
Okay.
Dalmor's gonna wait here, at least for a bit. He's just watching those 4.
Okay.
He wants to see them disappear through that portal.
Okay.
I'm
You're
kind of
muted,
with
dude.
you on that one, not gonna lie.
The skate starts to take off and reading the feeling of his people behind him. He comes back and just peeks around the corner. Hey, hurry up. It's your chance to live.
Yes, of course. They sort of pace around, getting ready. They grab. Probably they do grab the. Honestly, they probably grab the Mountain Spire one, the violet.
The violent.
A violent.
I don't remember where that one goes. Just like take them to the top of the mountain.
It probably takes him to where that no, that was the entrance to the Ember Temple. That had the big
Oh, wait. Was that the mountains next to
lake.
the fortress that had the gate?
I thought there was some like secret sanctuary of Strahd that's on the top of this like mountain that his castle's on, and that went up there.
I mean, they're about to find out.
Yes, there we go. Probably wouldn't choose that one.
Oh, there's a spire in the top of Castle Ravenloft that you can't get to currently.
It's true. We never actually did
Soup.
go there.
Zoop, zoop. They all put their hands in, and they all vanish.
They'll be back. Probably dead.
Top left.
I'll be back. Top left, by the way.
All right. Now we head down this way.
Mhm.
Sounds like we're heading in the right direction.
it's-
You mentioned two-
Ignoring the trap.
It's easy enough to jam something into the trap.
Yep.
You guys.
Now we're taking a slide.
Or you can take the slide back down. That's, that's an option.
I
okay,
go
water
back
Water
and
slide.
I get the sentient sword and I come back up here and I use it to bar the trap.
Here, hold this.
Okay.
Lawful good, my ass. Here you go.
Okay. So,
All right.
you guys make your way down here. Opening this door, you are greeted by a series of tombs. This is one of those parts that...
Oh my gosh, I remember some of these damn things.
These tombs are some loot, some funny, some... there's a lot of them, basically.
A lot of time consuming.
There's a series of tombs that are kind of strewn about here. It would take quite a lot of time to search through these, just as a fair warning, before we're getting too many ideas.
And
I
last time
also-
we did literally go through every single one of them.
Yeah. I start
There's nothing
ritually
new
casting
here.
comprehend languages.
Start ritually cast comprehend languages, okay. That goes off, okay.
Oh jeez. There's something about this
There's-
section up here and the section that's down at the bottom.
I think there's a pretty good like cleric kind of sepulture here.
I
I
don't,
don't
Cool.
remember what it gives, but I think I remember it being rather ridiculous. But it might be like a mace or something again.
I don't know if we want to like go searching for treasure in these. Like,
I
we've got
think it's
good
in
enough
this
stuff.
room. It was really clearly indicated.
Also,
Right.
just out of curiosity, like in the actual campaign, is this like not the end place? Like it feels weird for just like so much loot to be
This,
within hours of ending the campaign.
so there is an ability to spend some time in the castle beforehand. Strahd has a habit of inviting guests to dinner and letting them explore the castle as long as they don't go into any of the non-public areas. Most parties will choose to go into the non-public areas, or they will choose to fight Strahd at that moment,
Okay.
which
And
happens at...
sometimes you'll walk into this castle, you'll look around for Strahd, find him maybe once, trigger a bunch of his traps, then find this portal room with this cool thing where you throw the stones in the portal, and you're like, oh, where does this go? Yeah, we want to go to the Master's Bride and get teleported halfway across the entire continent.
Yeah, that
To be
happens.
fair, that culminated in a rather glorious, I think like 60-foot drop where a paladin cleaves a werebear in two.
That is true.
We also got to
Who
fight Bobby
could
Argus.
have done?
A werebear?
I think so.
I think he was a
Werebears, like, the
werewolf.
Lawful good ones.
Was it a werewolf?
Yeah.
Was a well, we fought a werebear too, right? Because
Yeah.
I think you might have fought a werebear at some point. I might have reskinned him as a werebear because you guys had fought so many
Deleted
wolves.
All of his friends.
You guys did kind of do werewolf genocide.
I mean, they shouldn't have tried to turn me into a werewolf. I don't know what to tell you.
One of us. One.
They didn't try, they succeeded. They just tried to get you to be more comfortable with your own self. Okay.
Also, most of us know exactly who that werebear is.
yep, we're not gonna talk about it. All right.
So you guys are moving in through here. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. You spend your 10 minutes. These are the larders of your ill omen. Yeah. Don't
I
mind
want
the
to
name.
investigate this area.
Okay. It's a portcullis. Goes down, if I remember, K85. Let me double check to to make sure that I'm not doing anything weird here. Past all of the crypts.
I can't remember if there's like some secret hidden lever in one of these dang things too.
I think there's levers inside the thing that opens the portcullis, and it's like you have to go
Sepulture spelunking to get there.
Okay. So white marble steps descend to a tomb that has vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead. A stillness, a calm amid the storm.
Are we able to see into these? Because I think I remember last time you saying that there was something.
Yes, this one you can see into for sure.
Okay, sorry.
A stillness, a calm amid the storm is felt here. In the center of the tomb, a white marble slab supports an intricately inlaid coffin. Chiseled into the slab is a name, which you, with your incredible eyesight, can probably make out. It says Sergei von Zadovich. To the north behind the coffin are 3 alcoves. A beautifully carved statue stands in each alcove. A stunning young man flanked by 2 angels. Looking as polished and new as each was placed here, iron level protrudes from the south wall west of the tomb's entrance. So the lever, I believe, is on the inside, south wall, west of the tomb's entrance.
Yeah, so
So,
right
yeah.
over here.
I can mage hand it if I can see it.
That would be technically out of line of sight for you. The descriptions on these rooms are so jank.
No
Would
way
you be
in.
able to reveal some of the darkness of the space we looked into?
Oh yeah, sorry.
There you go.
It is hard to tell. There you go. You can kind of see
Oh,
this.
art.
Is this a door or a hallway or like what is right there? Is it-
Right there
Ah,
is a little alcove.
What is the?
I did my best to uncover all of the things, but
What is the inscription on this?
the inscription on number 6
Yeah.
is Danka Danka.
oh, I just scrolled down. There's a lot of these.
Yo.
Yes.
And we went through every single one.
Mm-hmm.
There's some funny stuff in them.
There's some
some
real
nice
funny stuff,
comedy
but
moments.
we'll spend the next 16 hours here.
This crypt smells of roses, and the inscription reads Danka 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 Danka.
That's a weird thing to put on your crypt.
Saint Markovia, dead for all time.
I kick in the door.
Okay. As you walk forward, you do need to make a dexterity check. Yes.
Dexterity, acrobatics.
I would also be
Well,
following behind him.
Let me double check to make sure. Make sure that it is
Saint Markovia, was this about me shoving a lawful good sword into a trap?
Poison Dart Trap D&D 5e.
Poison.
Listen.
Oh no, he's a dwarf.
Oh, that's right. Hey, does passive investigation trigger against these things? I have an 18.
If you have an 18, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna be casting detect magic. If it's not still on from when I casted it beforehand.
Where? Wait, which one is it? Monkey Pit.
I'll be wanting to eventually make my way to the other portcullis on the opposite side and look in there.
Donka, Donka. Where is it? Ah, I see. So, yes, make a dexterity saving throw here.
15.
Bonk, bonk. Okay, you do make the dexterity saving throw. You dive back as the poison darts snap out after you. And you can make an attempt to... Let's see. I forget what the rules for opening these crypts were. Dun-dun-dun. It is a large stone slab. It requires a DC 15 strength check.
Oh, fuck. That's right. Perhaps you can help me out with this one.
Alright. Dalmor will move up and assist.
Okay.
Or maybe you lead it, depending.
I think technically, Dalmor will do it with assistance.
I say, perhaps you can help me out with this one, wink. And I say, you do it. I'll help where I can.
Strength with advantage?
Strength with
Plus-
advantage.
+1?
Yeah, that's 14.
Also +1. You will spend a little bit of time trying to get through this. Each fail will be another minute taken off of your time spent trying to get through this door. You do not make it with
Did
that
you
one.
Stop your casting of the languages thing, Robert.
He said it went off.
Oh, I mean, if it's already been 10 minutes, I'm gonna like do my
comprehend.
investigation stuff.
Okay.
I want to
Yeah,
I want to look at the other portcullis area.
And can we get some more reveal on these two sides? And this one here, we also cannot see.
And what, where?
So this right side and then down. Yep, you got that one. Okay. That's the one I remember. Okay.
Oh,
Cool. So give me another. Let me make a note.
The fact that the two dwarves rolled a 1 on one of the strength rolls is very, very telling and very backwards from the typical dwarf. I like it.
So you are. Yeah. So he's doing the cast of that. As he's doing that, Galahad, you are moving down here.
yeah. Although I just want to look into this other portcullis.
Okay. As you approach this location, a thing happens.
This is the one that like teleports me backwards.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
I believe it teleports you back to one of the entrances. Let me just remember which one it is.
I think I got 10
It's like
minutes.
back here.
Teleports you to Waterdeep. Goodbye.
Instantly. No, not like that. No. Where is the area outside? 84. I don't know why it's not
I
being
Is
super
this
this. I don't
potentially
remember.
the area.
I think it's just where we came in from.
Here they are.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Can't be da da da. Only by da da da.
Look, the normal
Enters one of
way
these
here.
10-foot squares, is instantly teleported away. Okay, so as you're walking around, a thing happens. We'll get to you momentarily, though,
Oh, okay.
because other things are also happening. So you guys are there. Galahad,
Yes.
as you're walking around, you enter one of these 10-foot squares. It magically, unexplainably, swaps your spot with a creature in a location.
Oh,
Is this? I've been wondering what this area was this whole time. I didn't use this area.
Oh, new.
cool.
New indeed.
That doesn't sound like a good thing in this case, though.
I remember what Strahd showed up with here.
I remember we got into the bottom section and Strahd showed up and was like, "The fuck."
I think this bottom section was magically dark or something too.
This guy goes to the token layer.
There was mist covering all of the.
That is what you swap places with.
Oh,
Galahad.
we don't see it.
Yes, you guys do not see it currently. You are here. You're gonna need to roll initiative for me, as is everyone.
All right, I see darkness currently.
Yes, I'm working on it.
Okay, my bad. Oh.
Oh.
Whoa.
Very
This-
cool.
Noise is
Don't
a
get
good
too
thing, but
excited.
It is cool.
That looks like
Eh?
you get fucked up, but
Don't get too excited.
oh,
Yeah.
Bye.
Kind of
Oh,
expected that one.
concubines.
I'm a little in trouble.
Nah, just wedge yourself in the corner. They can only get so many at you.
Okay, hold on. Let me clear our previous initiative here.
Meanwhile, the dwarves
Okay.
are still trying to break into a tomb. Put your back into it.
You can do it. Put your back into it. Objects and tokens.
It won't budge.
I don't remember if
You
I.
did it. You did it. You finally rolled good on initiative.
At turn, you are a 17, mademoiselle.
I finally rolled good on initiative, on the initiative
Yeah.
check that I don't think it matters on, because I'm nowhere near anything.
Also, probably very relevant is you getting the rules for your whatchamacallit? Your telepathic bond. I perceive that being life-saving.
Getting it now.
Oh, that's not right. I need just a moment to get set here.
Can communicate telepathically through the bond whether or not they have a common language. Communication is possible over any distance, though it can't extend to other planes of existence.
Okay, so as long as you're on the same plane of existence, you said?
Yep.
Cool. That's very convenient. That happened. This happened.
And where were you on the map, Colin, when that happened?
So I walked. You know, do you remember those squares that like teleported us away last time?
Yes.
I walked onto one of those squares that I forgot, and it teleported me. It swapped me with one of the rights and teleported me into this like cave in the bottom left with all the coffins and all the bad guys.
Okay.
I like how that 14 there is correct.
Okay. And then we're gonna break these guys into how many are there?
14. That number was correct.
14?
Unless you have, unless you
Is
have
that-
more
And
that we
one
can't
out.
see.
And then one out? Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And that means that we break them up into I don't know how many. How many should I break that up into? Probably sevens, yeah. We'll do make sure we go to the object and token layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get oh, no, not quite. Yellow whites.
That's funny.
Bonk. Bonk. And bonk. The other one are whites. Got them. Next, just pull up the white stat block. We roll for the initiative. A 19 for the yellow whites. Oh, right, because I'm doing the weird thing. A 19 for these, and a...
Brian, you're missing from the initiative order, by the way.
What's that?
Oh,
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna go get some coffee while we set up.
Yeah. Second is a 4.
we'll re-roll and swap it.
Alright, click. Add turn. 4. Enter. that is those. And then this one solitary white out here is going to get his own initiative.
Blue.
Blue. Blue. And he rolled a 9.
He's blue because he's lonely.
He is lonely. That turn. A 9 for the blue-white. I don't think I can change their names, sadly. But I think I can remember from these. Cool. I think that is all that we have going on here. We can sort this in descending order. Okay. So, there was a thing that was preparing to happen, which is going to continue happening. Cool. Cool.
What is cool?
So many things. All right. First up is Dal Moore. You probably receive the free action message from Galahad as he screams out. There's probably...
Yeah, so Galahad shouts out, "Hark! I've been transported to another place. It's filled with undead."
Dalmor will just start rushing towards where he last knew he was.
Mm-hmm.
When the moment arises, I give explanation to specifically what happened.
Getting to there with a dash.
Okay.
Do you see any light, any way out?
I'm in a dark cave. It's filled with coffins. I don't see an exit.
Yes, I believe that there is some sort of trap thingy. Any creature is... it's a crypt. That's why it's weird. Crypt 14.
Or are you looking for a tomb?
Or tomb, I don't know. Everything's weird.
I believe in you, Ryan. You got this.
Here we go. So yes, a flash of light explodes around you, and then you are plunged into absolute darkness, suddenly lying in a confined space choked with dust. Vault contains 15 whites, minus any ones that have been teleported away. Okay. Cool. So, this is how the world works. You currently, I believe, see a awkwardly shaped smells of... The room is awkwardly shaped and smells of rotten meat. You currently do not see any light. Do you have light on your armor still?
Yeah.
Were you keeping that up? So you would see up on the ceiling at a spot is the start of a shaft that goes upwards.
Well, I do see a way out.
Yes, you do see that there is a way out.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back.
Or
to
a
the
way,
coffin thing.
or a more physical way in, it kind of seems more like.
I'm hoping my certain specialized tools might help me out in this situation.
I have two questions that might end up with me taking a free action
Okay.
before what's his name finishes his turn. Was Galahad able to see all the concubines in there?
All the concubines?
Or
I don't know what you're
whites?
talking about. No.
Okay, so we don't know that he's in crazy danger.
Oh no, in this situation, he's able to see these guys, yeah.
Oh,
Where he just teleported to.
so before you finish all your movement, before you dash, I would say, wait, let me help. Just be prepared to continue running once I cast on.
Elmore will, after getting about 10 feet, jog back. Or I guess he'll move to like there-ish, if he seems to be ready to run in the same way, and is just going to, instead of dashing with an action, ready an action to move. So we'll go, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll get to there with 30 feet of movement. Or 25 feet of movement.
Okay. That is a thing. This is Whitetown. Some movement and shuffling of various sorts happen as these guys kind of start piling in here. You're gonna be getting attacked by 4 whites. They each make... I wish that their other attack wasn't broken here.
What does it do?
So they have a life drain attack that they can use for one of their multi-attacks, but it's not... in this, they just have an extra longsword attack instead of it.
Did you say life drain? What about
Dude,
life
depending
drain?
on how beefcakey these things are, you might be so dead.
He might be dead. He might be okay, though.
I've got 2 ideas running through my head, both of which
We're gonna swap here.
are relatively... I
Risk?
might be okay.
This is certainly going to be spicy.
It's gonna be spicy regardless, yeah.
So these 4 that are up here, oh, they have that actually. They're going to be each making 2 attacks at you. So the first one is a miss and then a crit. So you take 5 damage on the crit. Unlucky.
Okay.
Wow.
The second one, right below it, is a miss and a 22, which is still a miss.
Yeah.
Third one is another crit for 7, 8, 9 damage, and then a miss.
All right, Ryan.
Listen, man, I got lots of attacks.
I know.
The highest AC creature you faced in the castle, that might be the highest AC creature that exists in the castle, is the flying swords. Just actually. So that was number 3. Number 4 here is a miss and a miss. And the unfortunate part in this situation is these ones all take out their longbows and also start peppering arrows at you. 1, 2, and 3. And then there should be, that should be all of them. Okay, so they got their little bits in. Whoopsie, what you got going on? You've heard a call for help.
I start running with... running around trying to... Oh, God, no, that just sounds awful. Ah, any running around sounds awful. Yep, I just, oh, man.
You do know, at the very least, that Galahad made his way all the way to the south without passive investigating any traps or anything.
So you can basically get to this line. Full dash.
Okay, I do that.
Just shoot a fireball at the teleportation square and have it teleport the fireball into here with me.
You know, I mean, there's been worse ideas. Okay, next up, Galahad. What's your plan?
Step 1, we're casting Blur.
Step 1, you're casting Blur.
Cast Blur.
Concentration up to a minute. Your body becomes blurred, shifting for all those to see.
Second
Okay.
question. Can you describe to me the space that I'm in a little bit more in detail?
A dank vault with 10-foot high ceiling. The room is awkwardly shaped and smells of rotten meat. There are also stone coffins on the ground that have all been opened.
So, and then this like square tunnel thing is like a chute that comes from up above.
Yes.
All right. My current idea is to try and worm my way past these guys and try and fly crawl up the chute.
Okay.
Does it look like it could fit my body?
Yes. It does look like it could fit your body.
I will attempt to do that then.
Okay. So you need to overtake, correct?
So I think with 10-foot tall ceilings, I can fly straight up, prostrate myself against the roof, fly over them, take all the attacks of opportunity, and then go up. So I don't think I'll have to push past them unless you think otherwise.
No, yeah, that seems actually pretty fine.
Okay.
They will take some swings at you as you fly past.
Do you want to hear some nightmare fuel? What if they all just enlarge?
Enlarge.
Welds up the room with necros.
Here is...
I don't want to drown in
There is
zombie.
you. There is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 that make opportunity attacks. Okay, you make it out.
All right.
So
I
the
start trying to go up the chute.
shaft goes up 40 feet. Oh, okay, yeah. So the shaft is slightly slippery, but you can fly up pretty easily. It is, in fact, designed for people to fall down. It's 40 feet up, though, so you will not make it all the way to the top in this round.
Works for me.
Okay.
I can also like prop myself in the chute with my tail pretty well too.
Yeah.
So do you tell us that you're on your way up and that you got past them?
I tell you guys after I describe the fact that I'm stuck in here with a bunch of zombies, I say I think I may have found a way out, and that's the last call out you've gotten from me. I'm currently focusing really hard on trying to actually get out of here safely.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Next up is potentially a thing.
Is that blue dot or no dot?
Blue dot. Blue dot is so low that there's yellow and no dot. Oh, you're saying on the turn initiative tracker.
Yeah.
This should be blue dot. If you hover over it, it squares, puts a square around those guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Blue lonely boy.
Blue lonely boy.
Lonely boy. Is not the magic trap. No, please. Oh, right, I'm on the wrong layer. This layer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Stop shrinking. 30. He is on his way to the north. Next up is Skate.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, never mind. Perhaps we keep going. I thought we were going to need to go faster. So that probably like I push you on the back to like set your trigger off.
And he will run up to there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I dash up to you.
Okay. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
I do really want to know if I could have like fought my way out of there though. I'll still have to find out. Well, who knows?
Oh. This drops like
I
that.
just want to know where you come out of.
I'm like expecting there to be like a locked grate at the top of the tunnel for the chute and just be like stuck still.
Okay. So.
When you were here?
He
Yeah.
disappeared from this spot.
Yeah.
Or it's the one square above, I think.
Behind you currently,
Whatever.
Whoopsie, is a thing.
Oh.
standing next to a large flaming horse is a man who is
He's got a lot of dexterity.
easily described. Oh no, that's bad. Where is he? He's a Dusk Elf Chamberlain of Castle Ravenloft. Did they have like a quick and fast description of him here?
What did I just do? Okay, I found it.
There. Bio and info. Who needs quick and fast descriptions when you just have tokens that you can share?
Yay!
This is Rahadin.
Oh, this
You-
is Rahadin.
Immediately,
This is not what I was imagining.
you immediately begin hearing the excuse me. Dun, 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 the screams of the dead.
Cephalus answers his cell phone like, "Yo, what's up?"
So, yes, you immediately start hearing the screams of the dead that are radiating off of this man as he grins holding his scimitar.
This is kind of what I imagined.
I remember Rahadin getting fucked up so hard by our previous party.
I mean, Rahadin got fucked up so hard by Rook having a double resistance and
Yeah.
I remember
Summon a shadow
Rahadin.
dragon on us
Yeah.
and killing Rook with it. This guy.
This
No,
guy
that wasn't
scares the
Rahadin,
crap
though.
out of me.
That was a shadow dragon.
I mean, I guess, but like.
I mean, the fact that that fight lasted as long as it did with whatchamacallit, with Rook having a shield golem and a potion of resistance. Okay, next up is Dalmor. You hear the crack of arcane energy as these two creatures appear from the ethereal plane.
All right. With he doesn't know for certain, but the screams of the dead is generally not a good vibe. Dalmar's
Very-
gonna just lower his crossbow at him and shoot twice.
Okay. Very,
cancel the
as a matter of
fight.
fact, not great vibes. Aha! Those are both misses.
Dalmor,
I
aim
take
higher.
back my previous statement. Rahadin has the highest AC in in the Castle Ravenloft.
He will move down to here. That is turn.
Okay. Next up, it is Rahadin's turn.
Actually, can I take back that movement?
Sure.
Stay there.
It is Rahadin's turn. Rahadin's a simple man.
See girl, hit girl.
Yeah, I mean, he is, he's probably not using his Mask of the Wild feature here, so he's gonna be See Girl, Hit Girl. 1, 2,
Sorry.
3 attacks. All of which are hits.
All of which are hits. You can react and potentially shield the last one. So, 9 damage. I mean, it might be worth it.
I don't have a level 1 spell slot anymore. I can cast it at level 2.
How much HP do you have?
I don't know. Oh, never mind.
This. So that we keep this.
Can we get the HP values seen for our party members?
Sure. 1 moment.
So, yeah, I'm out of level 2s. I can upcast it at level 3.
Oh.
No, I can't I can't. I'm out of level 3s.
So you're out of 1s, 2s, and 3s?
Sorry, wait, hold on. I'm out of 1s. I've got 1 level 2 left, and I've got no level 3s left.
How much HP do you have?
I'm pretty good. 53.
Okay.
Full health.
You're fine.
I will not lie to you. If I make it through this with both of them, I'll be kind of surprised.
Okay. That is.
I think you take the 9 and you save your shield for potentially more damage reduction on the next turn.
I agree. I'm gonna take this to the face. What's the total?
It is 31.
It'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Do you have anything like Misty Step or anything?
I do.
Oh, but that's probably a spell slot that you don't have any of left anyway.
We got 1 level 2 left.
I do have Misty Step.
Yep.
Okay. I'm hightailing it back as fast as I can.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Does he have disadvantage for
No.
being in sunlight?
Not Rahadin.
Rahadin is a human.
He's a human. Also, it didn't matter because all of his opposing rolls were really good too.
He's an elf. He's a dusk elf.
Then
Plus 10 to hit, boy.
he is.
Rahadin's a scary motherfucker.
Rahadin is indeed a scary motherfucker. As he rotates around you here, he moves into range of Dalmor, and you also hear the chorus of screams from the people that Rahadin has killed and tortured in his life, being the executioner of the genocide and extinction, inevitably, of the Dusk Elves. You both need to make wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
15.
It is a DC 16.
Womp womp.
What is
Wait, did you
my
get plus 1 to your saves, Brian?
Yes, that's already.
what does my idol do again?
The idol.
That I just picked up.
He has
in the-
disadvantage on all of his attacks.
I
Not that
thought
it
you said he
matters,
was human.
He is human,
Yeah.
so there's
but
no.
he's evil, right? Oh no,
That's not how this spell works.
Okay, never mind.
How does it work?
Mhm.
Let me go look at it.
It gives you
Protections
protection
against
from
undead.
evil and good.
Mhm.
Okay. And fiends, probably, right? It'll probably help you against Persepolis.
I need.
Believe nightmares are fiends.
This
Persepolis is huge.
to be a round counter. QL.
It did bring secret technology specifically to fight Persepolis.
Hidden technology. Sorry, I am doing the thing. This is the thing that is happening to people. Oh, come on, they don't let me,
Deathly Choir.
3d10. Yes, this is the screams that radiate from Rahadin. Bonk.
Ow.
Half as much on a successful save. So, Tibbers, you take 10, and Dalmor takes 20.
Doesn't Persepolis also take damage?
Creatures of his choice. You can exist around Rahadin. You hear the screams regardless, but he chooses to like have them invade your mind and deal damage to you.
It says all creatures that can. He's
Oh, I guess.
death
I did
acquiring
right.
it.
Wait, what did I just do?
Oh yeah,
how
guess that
much
makes
did I-
sense.
How much did I take from him originally?
31.
31, and I just
Mhm.
took an additional 10.
It's 41.
So
You're like 12.
I'm at 12, yeah.
Donka. So Persepolis does indeed take a little bit of damage. Let me make sure to note that as well for the write-up. So he takes
It takes
Damage.
two, babe.
Okay. Next up is whites, yellow whites. You hear a lot of scrambling down here. It would appear that they're attempting to make their way up the shaft after you. For the time being. Not yet fully there. Whoopsie, you are up.
Well, I think this is gonna be a spell for my life, you know?
Yeah, you need to get in the way.
So I can Misty Step. I can Cone of Cold.
You can't do both. You can Misty Step and then cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
You got any big 5th level spells to burn?
Cone of Cold would be my big 5th level.
Okay.
You're not in really great
Black
position,
Tentacles, Polymorph, Wall of Fire, I'm not sure would be useful.
Polymorph is pretty good.
But it only works on one.
You would polymorph yourself here, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I was thinking, but that makes sense. Turn yourself into
But
a
it's
T-Rex.
also it's also just risky. You're one failed concentration away, and they have like a +2 or 3 to concentration.
Wait, what does your idol do?
You do have the heal function of the idol.
Is it a function of the thing, or does it act like you're casting a spell?
I believe you cast
I
through
will-
the idol.
I can read it for you. I've got it still open here. So it says,
Here.
while holding the icon, you can take an action to heal one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. The target regains 3d8 plus 3 hit points unless it is an undead, construct, or a fiend. And once used, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
So
You
it's not a
heal
spell at all. It's just an ability that
It's an
the item
action
lets you
Yeah.
do.
to heal
I think you
someone.
Misty Step and heal yourself. I plan on casting a wall here to try and like separate some of this from you.
That's a good idea.
So it's not, so wait. The holy symbol is the one that I have had. And the icon is the one I just picked up.
Yes.
The icon heals me. The holy symbol's the one that has hold vampire, right?
The holy symbol can hold vampire and also cast sunlight, similar to the sun sword.
Okay, cool. I agree with you. I think Misty Step, and then can I use the icon as a...
Okay, where do you Misty Step to?
I say go left.
What's the range of Misty Step?
30 feet.
30 feet. Yeah, 30 feet from here.
You have to be able to see it.
Go left?
Yep.
Why
go
wouldn't I
left.
go right?
I plan on walling this off. And the way that it works is that it will be most beneficial if you go left.
Like here?
Yep. You still have your move to work with too, but
Okay, let's do it. Game in the system. I do that, and then I heal for...
3d8 plus 3.
Why do I have Van Richten's tower open? Why did I think that was important too?
Shit.
Those HP rolls.
Oof. You feel
11.
11 HP healthier.
That's something. That's potentially up to like an attack or two. You might
And
say.
then I'm gonna move down again.
You can move down or more left. Take cover. We do not. Actually, well, did we hear this lady moving down there at the end of the crypt?
Yeah, you would have heard White moving. These are
Okay.
not the brides, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yep. Take cover somewhere. Preferably out of range of the arrow shot.
okay, I'll do that. I'll just...
Goes in the circle. Another trap.
Jeez. Please no. And that is my turn.
Okay.
This is a fun one. This is tough.
It's an interesting one.
Oh.
Next up, Galahad.
I'm sorry, Steve. I had the wrong screen pulled up. I didn't see my chat scrolling by. Yes, I've got coffee.
I would like to continue climbing up the chute.
Yes, you can do that.
Where do I go?
Generally, for meta purposes, you're in a place.
Oh, okay.
It is a 10-foot square, and it is stone on all sides except for one side. You can tell quickly scanning through the room that it is a door that is potentially openable.
I would like to potentially open it.
Okay, you'll have to spend your action making a strength check.
Are you on the map?
No,
He is not currently on the map.
I can definitely make a strength check. Is this like a pull out my crowbar, use my strength check, or is this a straight strength check?
Let me see. In this case, you wouldn't be able to use your crowbar. The stone slabs are very tight fitting, so it is just
I want out of this undead pit right now.
All right. So opening up, just slapping the slab to the ground.
Oh, I'm in one of these fucking crypts, aren't
Yep.
I? Oh my god. Why didn't I think of that? Oh hey.
Here he is, busting his way, kicking the door down. Slightly blurry.
So,
He now sees why the chaos started up here as well. Okay. Next is this thing.
so Galahad has arrived.
Hey, Galahad, can you put the seal back up?
Did they look like they were succeeding in getting up that thing?
You heard a lot of scrambling. Judging, because you had just sort of like climbed your way up, judging from what it would take, it's not necessarily difficult to make your way up, but it does take a certain amount of finesse that might make it difficult for these things, but I'd say it'd be pretty reasonable that at least half of them would be able to make it up this pit.
Okay.
Within-
And it's gonna be like another action for me to close this door
Yes.
behind me.
Yeah, these are huge, like, stone slabs.
How much more
Alright.
movement do you have?
I have no idea.
You did 5, 10, 15. So you made it 15 up. So probably where you are is about the end of your movement without extra stuff.
I don't have anything extra. I had to use my action to break the door open.
Okay, I need
for
to
me?
decide what happens with this. What?
Actually, this is still fine. Oh, it's
There's so
up
many
to. I get to
things.
control it.
One. This is definitely what happens. Okay. So, how this happens, just asking for roleplay purposes. Are you guys yelling out commands to each other out loud? Or are you doing everything telepathically at this point?
Telepathically.
Some telepathic, but Skate tends to talk in the real world when he sees people.
I haven't. The only thing that I said telepathically was the stuff that I was unable to say out loud because I was in a different area.
Yeah. I was yelling at Whoopsie to get out of the way.
I'll try
Okay.
and clarify if I'm saying something telepathically.
It's okay.
I'm
It's
100% into brain cells.
it's basically just a flavor thing. So Whoopsie, You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
And as a note, Dalmor's generally, he speaks if he can see the person he's speaking to, it's telepathic if he cannot.
Okay, cool.
Even if he could potentially shout to them.
Oh no.
Okay. You as you run over into this alcove, you turn around to kind of try to see what kind of angles you can get back into the combat. You're doing your thing. You're calculating these trajectories on like where to best cast your spells, and you see something out of the corner of your eye. You see a slight green flick that suddenly shoots across the ground towards you. You realize too late that there is an invisible person standing in this space.
Oh, I so picked the right trump card for this situation.
This one? Yes. Boom.
Oh lord.
Oh wait, it's Strahd? Oh shite. This is a fucking battle.
He is icon invisible. There we go. And this is his so yes, he cast a spell on you.
And now you're mine.
Excuse me. Cast, please.
No,
It's broken. Hold on.
no, don't do it.
It's asking me
we
what
don't-
level I want to cast at. Hold on.
We don't need to.
I wasn't paying attention, and now I have like 6 prompts of input value level. Oh my god, how many of these did I open? How many times did I cast a spell? Cast.
It's okay, I have that many.
Oh. Nice.
No.
Oh, wait. Is it the time for the thing?
Is there a way I can do this?
You have to see the creature for counterspell to work.
Oh. That's
Can't
real
counter
smart of him.
invisible people.
Oh.
Wow. That's some next level shit by Strahd. He's so smart.
Unfortunately, shield is also not a usable reaction in this situation.
Strahd hitting you with the big boom.
That's a pretty fucking good roll too.
CP time.
Wake me up!
Before you go.
Absorb elements is not necrotic, right?
Nope.
Yeah. And you don't have it anyway.
I take that hit to my face.
You take the hit to your face.
I don't have anything else to give.
Now, you guys being now aware of the actual situation, let's go ahead and give this one his 30 and 60. The different one. Save settings, just like
That
that.
line becomes extremely relevant here in just a second. I was doing some math.
Okay.
He then
That's gonna be annoying if you put a wall like that.
uses his movement. Never start your turn in the sunlight.
He's gonna move it, so.
He does take that. Okay. Next up is the Lonely White. Moves 30, moves 30 again. Skate.
Okay. He's probably going to start blade songing, so don't let me forget that as bonus action. That. Good job.
He did it! You get to do that. I won't even charge you an action for that.
Nice. It's supposed to output the spell card, but it did not. Do I turn it into an attack and then click on include the spell description? Alright, it's not an attack, quite per se. And now let me click on this. What?
What are you trying to do? Could just copy and paste.
Well,
Create a wall of ice on a solid surface within range. Form it in a hemispherical dome in a sphere, radius of 10 feet. You can shape a flat surface made of 10 10-foot panels. Each panel must be contiguous with another panel. The wall is 1 foot thick and lasts for the duration, blah, blah, blah. Creatures within the area can get pushed. Okay.
It's a 1 foot thick wall that has 10 10-foot square panels. Does that mean it has 100 feet of wall?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. That I can just, they have to be contiguous.
Mm-hmm.
So,
100 feet of contagious walls.
contagious walls. So we're gonna like start from like here and go by 5 foot increments. 5.
I do not see where you're talking
I think
about
he has
here.
to finish the drawing.
Oh,
before
oh
it's
yeah.
Oh no.
I didn't realize you were doing drawing.
10, 15. I don't think I can actually. Well,
Would anyone like some coffee while I'm dead?
Yes, please.
I'd be down for. Actually, I have some Pepsi down there. Would you mind grabbing me
don't
glass? Coca-Cola
You're the one to
glass.
make coffee.
Pepsi
I'd
ball.
love some coffee, dude.
I can't hit.
You gotta bring me back though.
So
I mean,
That's-
I'm the only
no
one who
coffee.
can.
No coffee if you ain't bringing me back.
I'm on my way.
I believe in you, sir.
5.
I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed if I can't get a level 5 off.
Oh my gosh. I had ideas, but now they're.
Oops.
Do I get to choose
this.
which way they go in? How does that work?
What do you mean?
So the wall is 1 foot thick. If the wall cuts through a creature's space when it appears, the creature is within its area is pushed to one side of the wall and must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes damage or half as much as success. I do need to wrap them up in this. So do I get to control what side of the wall that they fall into? Because it's a 1 foot panel.
That is a great question.
I've never really messed with wall spells at all, so I have no idea how these things actually
Same.
work. They're very complicated.
I've
Are you
seen a
gonna
lot
be
of
able to-
wall of fires, but those aren't physical barriers.
I
so
think
they skip
that-
a lot of this.
I think that for the way that this spell works, because it's a dex save and they're trying to dodge out of the way of the creation of the wall, they're choosing which direction they're dodging in.
That
Fair
makes
enough.
sense.
This is also. Can you guys see my line?
I
Yes.
can now. Is there any way that you could close off the thing that I just came up through without cutting me
Yeah.
off from Strahd? I don't
Uh,
want to use an action to close that thing off if I can help it.
You could skip this wall section right here and just stick one out that way.
But
'Cause
so
they need to all be next to each other, but it doesn't need to be like a full circle.
the other thing is. Oh, hold on. Okay, so if I start here, then you guys won't be able to see this. 5, 10. Sorry, let's go the other way. It could actually really be super potent. If they fail the dex save, can I control which side they land on? 5, 10, 15, 20.
I think that they fail the dex save, they get hit by the spell. So yeah, that seems reasonable. If they fail the dex save, you can pick the side. If they succeed the dex save, they pick the side. Because if they fail the dex save and they take the full damage, that's them like banging their head into the wall.
Okay, so the next question. I'm at the corner at the top right of Galahad's space. Since it's 1 foot thick, can I push it over the door frame and bring it back without it hitting Galahad in his square?
I think that it would have to hit Galahad in his square if it went through Galahad's square.
So then I cannot do call an ass, unfortunately.
Could you not do this, where it's in the squares above.
I can't
Not
cut
my
it through
square?
the wall itself. It has to be contiguous. And so since there's a wall there, I cannot. That's what I was actually asking earlier, if you had any more movement about.
I have so many actions I need to take. Closing the door is really not on my list of that I'd like to be doing.
Okay, we're gonna do one more of these. 1, or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90.
I mean, honestly, the
100.
wall won't actually hold back the horde of guys in there anyway.
It won't, but
Because
it,
an AC of 12 and 30 hit points.
but once they break it, they have to go through the sheet of frigid air, which causes even more damage.
It does cause even more damage.
True.
All right, so can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the general plan of this. They might have to break multiple depending on if they fail their save or not. No snapping. Okay, so it goes down this way, it comes back up, it goes this way through his square, comes back and joins, goes right back through the square again, and then parks right here. So
Okay.
if they try, it's got essentially two walls to get through on this side, and this is all broken off too.
Okay.
But anyway, it's gonna be hitting all three of these guys at the very least. They each have to make dex saves.
Yeah.
So originally, when Whoopsie was still alive, this was gonna seal them into a tomb, and if it pushed them out, it was gonna push them away from where Whoopsie would have been to try and give her as much distance as possible.
That's
And then you popped out of the tomb next to us. I'm like, okay, well, I could probably, if he can get away from the opening, I could just also include that and just wrap it all in there.
Okay. You're the best. You're killing it. Okay. So, you cast your icy wall.
Yeah.
They both are trying to make dexterity saving throws.
Yep. All three of them are. The white.
The white, dex save. 17.
Makes it.
The Rahadin, dexterous.
He is very dexterous.
Oh, thank you. The Bocephalus, less dexterous.
No makey.
Bocephalus is no make. Okay, I have Kit Kats. I've been bribed.
Oh, you need to start rolling worse again. What the hell? In an 18?
So, what is the damage? They're taking 44.
44.
It's half on a save.
Half on save.
Wait, 44, not 10d6?
10d6 equals 44 damage.
Oh, not
4,
4d4. If for once, it's actually 4-4.
Or 4. Also, just really good roll from the wall. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Okay. This is -2.
And that consumes some charges from the frost staff.
You go. Soup.
Let's see. It consumes
Strahd dives out.
four charges.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get the.
That's actually really good for half on a save, too. You can
Yeah.
hit a lot of people with it. That's a very good
Yeah,
spell.
it's
Is it
actually-
a 5th level?
It's a 6th level spell.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But like now, well, I mean, unfortunately, Burcephus can probably just ignore this challenge, but
He's gonna destroy all this ice wall because it's very vulnerable to fire.
that was less concerning. It was more that he could just go into the ethereal plane.
Oh yeah, that too.
Okay. I like to accuse my computer of psychological warfare. Google Chrome is eating all of my computer's processes slowly as the day goes on, which is causing my computer to heat up, which is heating up my room, which is heating up my body. Okay, so I presumably, Bocephalus, you keep inside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Head in, and the white dodge that way. And is that the end of your turn? Are you blade dance?
I am blade singing, so I start humming, and I back up over here. Actually, I got 35 boost, we don't have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35.
Okay.
Oh no! It's suddenly so bright.
It is suddenly so bright.
Oh, that's very convenient.
Oh, that's gonna be the turn.
So much time, dude. Not even worried about it. There's a thing that happens next. It's Bocephalus' turn. How would Bocephalus deal with this, you think?
Oh man, I can't think of a
it's
single
ice.
way that Bocephalus would possibly deal with this.
This is also concentration for up to 10 minutes, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Jenny.
And when you stop concentrating on it, does it break into the frigid air things?
He's
Right. When concentration's gone, there's just nothing remaining.
Yep.
No effect.
But the frigid air remains as long as I'm concentrating.
Cool.
What does he do? Bocephalus, you're smart. Tell me what to do.
Nay.
Nerd. I want to go to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
I think I know what I would do if I was Bocephalus, but I ain't telling you.
Okay, there's a good spot. Hang out. Bocephalus disappears into the ethereal plane.
Okay, bye.
Did it look like he appreciated having cold damage done to him?
He was pretty neutral about it.
Okay.
He was not necessarily losing his mind.
Yeah. 44 damage is pretty ugly, though.
It is indeed pretty ugly. I haven't quite figured out how these guys are working yet. I think that what we're gonna do is the first set are going to make their attempts to begin the things. It is this kind of check. It's not a particularly high DC, but one of them is very good at life. You hear the distinct sounds of one of the whites starting to crawl its way up. As it's sort of like, it's having to dig its claws into the stone because it's a little bit slippery. But there is enough traction. This is a, for players, this is a DC 10 to climb out of this shaft. For these guys, I'm probably just going to make it a DC 15 because they're a little bit less mentally available.
That's easier to get up than I thought it would be.
Down more.
Not for the rights, but for like humans. Like,
Yeah. It said, I love it. I love it when flavor text is like, it's pretty slippery and pretty much a straight shot up. Like it's gonna be pretty hard, like a DC 10 probably.
Delmar, does this guy have a light on him?
Does he have a light on him? Are you trying to pick up smoking too?
Yeah, you know.
Wait, it offers you his lighter.
He,
Oh,
I
refreshed. You can give
believe,
him a
relies on dark vision. He does not have any
Alright.
source of light on him.
Delmar, invisible, will just take a couple steps away.
You are
and fire
currently
a crossbow at him.
in light, correct?
Am I?
either got a big source of light right here.
I have light with a wall between us.
Okay.
I mean,
that
it's
is-
up to you how you want to rule that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, you said earlier with the other room, you do Bindi stuff.
Yeah. Okay. You are invisible,
I will shoot him twice.
then you shoot at him twice.
Pew. Pew.
Nice.
I'm gonna re-roll that 20 into a 19.
To a 19. Okay. So that is a 19 and a 25.
And gloom damage, right?
No, that's only the first round of combat. And first round of combat, we started super far away from everything.
First round of combat and your second attack on that round?
It is. I get a second attack whenever I take the attack action, which stacks with extra attack. That attack does an extra d8 damage.
I see. Okay. Okay. How?
Gloomstalker is very convoluted, but fun.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I should have done this before, but oh well. As a bonus action, you know what? I'm gonna bonus action. Brief chanting of dwarven healing ritual as I heal for 1d10 plus 7.
Okay.
That's
Nice.
nope. 1d10.
Oh, wow. That's nice. 1d109 plus 7. I mean, hey, above average roll. Either way.
67 on that. D109.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Rahadin is currently under orders. He does have a person to deal with, regardless of advantage or disadvantage. Excuse me. He... Let's see here. Is this the one that's a reaction, or is this the one that's a bonus action? Yeah, bonus action. Okay, cool. So he is going to be making 3 attacks at you with his scimitar. A 13, a 26, and then a 13. He's swinging like you.
Ow. 12 damage. That one gives out a grunt of pain, but not ready to back down yet.
Understandable. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
You succeed. Half as much on a successful save. 3.
Wait, hold on. Doomer takes his legendary reaction to move away.
Oh, true. I played him as my legendary action, actually.
Oh, what a roll. You take 6 psychic damage as the screams are penetrating into your skull. Then I think we're straight chilling. This seems pretty fine. Next up is the yellow whites. They're currently still waiting in their file. Whoopsie. A death saving throw, please.
I don't know where that is on my sheet.
I wonder. Okay. There's one failed death save for Whoopsie. Galahad.
Without your magics there.
The first thing I do is I close this door.
Okay.
Oh?
Close the door. It is a DC 15 strength check.
If I do not close this door, we will lose to the horde of rights that come crawling out of this tunnel.
Hey, Mama, what are you doing?
There's no way we can defeat all of them and Strahd and Rahadin. Is my general opinion. So I will make a strength check.
Close that door.
No.
Move that bus.
Does your flash of genius apply to checks?
Let's find out.
That'd be a pretty...
Great. Flash of genius. Ability check or saving throw. This
Would
is
you
an
look
ability check, right?
at that?
Yeah.
I'm
Wow,
using
thank
one of
you,
my
kid.
flash of genius. I all of a sudden realized, wait a second, why am I using my strength when I can be using my brain? And I use my brain to close the door.
He's been like pushing this whole time right in the middle of the door, and then just like pause for a moment and push at the end that moves.
Set up,
Wait, I'm a genius. What am I doing?
set up a lever system.
I don't know. I do whatever genius people do.
Do whatever genius people do.
I shout out to my companions. Can you handle those two? I'm going after Strahd.
Yeah, can you rescue the girl?
I will try.
Does that include healing?
5, 10, 50. I have so many actions to take, alright? 20, 25, 30.
Delmore
I
shouts
don't
out
actually
again.
know where Strahd is, but this is the fastest path to my companion, so.
At this point, you do know where Strahd is.
Oh,
He's invisible, but he's there.
Right, okay. He has to take the hide action again for me to not know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At the end of your
Alright.
turn, Strahd uses his legendary reaction to move back 5 feet. Because he does not like sunbathing. Then, thinks real hard. Thinks real hard about what he's trying to do here.
What can they
Do
do
we?
with
What
all
are our
that?
healing options to get Whoopsie up?
I have
Cure wounds and
I
potentially
have-
aid.
Cure Wounds. I have.
I see.
Less Restoration doesn't help. And I have Cure Wounds at various levels of spellcasting, and then I have technically Revivify if things go badly.
Okay.
Better than
Yeah,
nothing.
I have
But
Spare
I'm
the
also-
Dying also.
3 turns away from getting there if I dash.
There was no way I was going to be able to Cure Wounds her on this turn anyway.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'm thinking that this is the action that gets taken here. Strahd is going to be casting a fireball spell
Oh gosh.
with which to hit the white gate and Dalmor.
Oh no.
Because I don't think, even with 150 feet, I don't think he can actually make it not hit the white with line of sight.
How does counterspell work? You interrupt a creature in the process of casting the spell. If it's 3rd level or lower, it
Still
just
invisible.
has no effect. Still invisible, so that's not happening.
Yep.
Greater
That's
invisibility.
my next
is
thing
nice.
that I'm working on, alright? I've got like 4 turns away from
That is the
Amazing.
next thing.
move and then heal, and then cast a certain trump card spell, and then remove Strahd's invisible.
Ah, yes. Trump card spells. So,
I-
dex saves.
Okay, I'm at advantage because I'm in the middle of Blade Song.
Okay.
Wait, nope, that's not Dex. I think that might be Acrobatics. 1 second.
Dun dun dun. This poor white really
Advantage on
just.
acrobatics checks. Nope.
Yeah.
I always feel so bad for the minions that aren't worth it, you know?
Poor blue, right?
Poor blue white dude. He got left behind. What
Wrong
is
color.
an 18 DC? So Dalmor fails, but
No.
Skate succeeds, and the white super fails. So
Much damage.
fireball,
Oh, unfortunately,
23
my
points
fire
of
shield
damage.
has gone away. Ooh, 11?
Oh, that's literally the perfect amount. Blue white has been destroyed.
Yes.
I'll leave him in the initiative tracker so we can pay respects.
Also, that's enough damage to kill any of the ice wall that it hits,
Yes. So
because it's vulnerable
Yep, let me
to fire
delete it.
damage.
But the damage wall still remains, so that's worth keeping. Assuming you pass concentration.
yes,
If you don't, then
Oh.
all that.
That is also a thing.
So, I'm taking 11 damage currently. Do I want to block another 6? No.
right, I have that. I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get 11 health back.
That sounds like a great use of one of your very few spell slots, sir. Where'd you come up with that?
It also like empowers your attacks, doesn't it?
Yep.
Is it all attacks or melee only? I thought it was
It's
melee.
your
but
first
I'm not
melee
actually
attack. It's your first
sure.
melee
Okay,
attack.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Have a nice day.
Do I? I mean, I think I do absorb. No, I'm not gonna absorb. Fuck it. Done. I take the 11 points of damage. I'm gonna make my concentration saving throw. This I get to add +4 to because I am in blade singing. Never mind. We fine.
Okay. Explosions happen. Does anything else happen on this turn? Nah. I mean, should probably, like... What are we looking at as far as movement options go here? Seems pretty reasonable. I think that does indeed happen. 30 feet. And that is the end of Strahd's turn. Next up, blue-white, pay respects. Next up, skate.
Oh, shit. Let's see. This would be 35, 80, 95. So I get 5 extra feet here. I don't think I have to get too crazy with it on this one. Uh, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. We're just gonna do. We'll actually paint this line actually like that. So let me redo that because I don't want to confuse people. There you go. All right. I'm going to move in this direction, which I believe the sunlight will just keep him completely invisible with around this crypt, but I can see my point of origin, and the ice wall just jets up from the ground again, covering the crypt.
Okay.
That'll be my last cast of this. Spells, go ahead and wall me up. 48!
That's pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Those sixes.
That's
Wait.
a lot of sixes, my dude.
Does my ring pop off at 10 minutes still?
I believe you have to be at 1 HP in order for your ring to restore you HP.
I believe
Okay.
you are correct.
Yeah.
And you were totally overkilled, so we might have missed 1 or 2 dings from what we were doing at the crypt, but it wouldn't have been enough.
Okay, so 2 dexterity saving throws.
Yaw.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's do the Rahadin one first. That seems like fun.
Also with Strahd's legendary resistance, does he have to choose before he rolls or after?
Let me
Sure.
check the text on legendary resistance.
He can see that he fails and then roll. Or decide.
Sounds right.
It's hard to burn through him.
Strahd fails a saving throw, he can choose to succeed instead. Rahadin, however, does just fail this saving throw.
Nice, that's big.
It is very big, actually. And then Strahd.
I
What's up?
choose for him to fail upwards.
Okay. I appreciate the failing forward. And you don't have any requirements on like seeing where you're placing the wall, right?
I move to get into this spot, and then it just becomes contiguous.
Yeah. You need to be able to see the wall, but you don't need to be able to see all of the wall.
Okay, cool. And then Strahd succeeds. Wouldn't say with ease, but so Strahd takes 24. Oops. Puts him at that much HP. Oh, we forgot to do that last round. So he does end up at that much HP. But this guy, he does get frozen solid inside the wall.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Whoa. Nice.
Oh, it's fun. Never mind, I was gonna have him, like, I left a space for you to, like, move out to the right and shoot him several times on your way. But,
Okay.
you know,
Nice.
That'll
Probably
do.
need to make a concentration check on his invisibility.
He does, as a matter of fact, which will be based on, what will the actual check be since he took 24?
ooh, it'll be 12.
DC 12.
DC 12. Con check. He's okay. No legendary resistance today. Okay, he is done. Currently fine. Bocephalus. Nay.
Comes out of the ethereal plane.
Does indeed come out of the ethereal plane. Need to check something. Yeah, I think this works as I expect it to. So, Bocephalus is moved to over here, and he does indeed come out of the ethereal plane. Unfortunately, that is all that he can do this spot.
Whoa.
I was so close to hitting him, too. Oh, well, it wouldn't matter, he was ethereal. So.
Yeah. Next up, these whites. One of them has made it up, and another one begins for the whites. Make sure you're on the objects and tokens side.
Ooh. Can I, since the ice wall is butting right up against that wall, does that increase the check of pushing down the slab?
Potentially, yes.
Weird.
I just kind of assumed that if they had the ability to get out of these tombs by themselves, then they would have done it forever ago, and so the slab should be sufficient defense against their ability to get out, but who knows?
We're doing this for now.
Resourceful whites.
There's another one begins its crawl. Next up, it is the top of the round. Something most likely happens. I think that it is... See, your boy's got all these actions. Oh, you know, that's interesting.
Strahd must die tonight.
Damn straight.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Strahd, you will die tonight.
Is he gonna turn Whoopsie's unconscious, bleeding out body into a skeleton?
Probably
No,
not while
I
she's
would be
unconscious
turned
and bleeding
into
out.
I would be turned into a zombie because I still
Yeah.
have skin.
You're right.
You silly Billy.
You silly baby.
Just one sec. I need to check what these things are, and this thing is in here. Technically. I don't think either of those are the play. I think that what happens for right now is the layer action of move through walls when you want.
I hate that one.
It's a convenient one.
Did you say rude boy one?
Dromore, you are up.
Does that include summon spell walls?
It's in his lair, probably.
Delmar will move 5, 20. Real quick question. I just don't recall. Can I go like here to here? Is this 5 feet or 10 feet?
We'll call that 5 feet. We've done it multiple times already this combat.
Okay. Delmar is just going to run down to here, taking the dash action.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Okay. Well, you kind of borked up a backup plan that I had, which is unfortunate. I think that with Rahadin dead,
He's a popsicle.
he is indeed a popsicle. Not currently in sunlight, straight chilling. Bonk. Next up is Whites. They're helping their buddies out. Whoopsie, I need a death saving throw, please.
Can your genius help her with her death saving throw?
Death saving throw is a saving throw.
Correct.
In the event that that fucking happens.
I don't think it can help you from that happening.
Because no matter how much a bonus you have, if you roll a 1, is that how it works, or if you get a 1?
The roll of a nat 1.
Okay.
Whoopsie has perished.
I can now take this cute little knocked out icon off of my picture.
All this really means is that heal's a 3rd level spell instead of a 1st level spell.
It's true. I still have the ability to heal you in combat.
Still do. All right, quick, gotta raise dead right now. That would be so foul. Okay, so that's Whoopsie. Galahad, you are up, brother.
That is me.
Yes.
I move up to here. And I prep an action. After Dalmor takes his turn, and before Whoopsie takes her turn, I would like to cast Revivify on Whoopsie.
You're prepping an action to cast Revivify on Whoopsie.
Yeah.
That means you are concentrating until that turn.
That is true.
Yeah. If you get bopped, you will lose your spell slot. If you fail your concentration save.
I think that is worthwhile in this situation. One, I have a backup of an extra Revivify. Two,
You
if
also
I
have another
Revivify
genius.
her and then the horse just walks over and kicks her, then she doesn't get to go anyway. And there was a point of wasted Revivify in the first place. I'm not very likely to drop concentration. I have a +8 bonus. I
And-
disadvantage to be
that's
attacked, and 23 AC.
And genius.
And genius. So I'm pretty unlikely to
Yep.
drop concentration.
Yeah, not at all saying that that's the wrong call. Just wanted to make sure that you understood what it does.
Mhm.
I am going to do that. I'm also trying to like post this in the chat. It's being mean.
I'm dead as heck. Oh no.
I guess I'm effectively casting it.
Not Whoopsie.
Not Whoopsie.
1 healing.
Let's see. Doing the things with the things and the things. That would probably be a waste. That wouldn't be a waste. Yet.
We've got to get greater invisibility off of him.
That's my next plan.
You're
That's
so
my
busy.
plan, but if he goes around the wall, that's another 2 turns away.
I can just drop concentration at will, which I'm fully prepared to do.
You can also go through other walls. Like if he just like moves, down to the next section.
Well, we'll still be able to see him.
Okay, so
He'll be in range.
Startov's around. This thing happens. Next thing that happens. This is tough. Just actually.
This whole combat is tough. This has been really a tough combat for sure.
Staff of Frost has been like chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss
Basically
indeed.
out now, though, right?
Yeah, I technically can still cause more havoc with 2 more fog clouds.
Yeah, fog cloud's not particularly.
Yeah, no.
Could
it's
just
not.
do
So-
that.
But I'm basically done with that. But I still have all of my other stuff. It's just it's not really good at dealing the AOE based things.
It had cold on it.
Well, no. I mean, I have other stuff to do with my spells.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have. Huh?
Yeah, I don't have more. I don't have a great ability to knock it, like make him make concentration saving throws while he's in greater invisibility.
Oh, very relevant. I
As
need to
soon as we get
check
him
what's
out of
inside
it.
this.
I've got plans.
Take me home tonight.
Gonna
Oh,
wake you up tonight.
Huh.
We need your big bomb damage.
Yep.
You gotta
Okay.
hit that Strahd with the big nuke.
So I could take Josephus out of this fight entirely, unless I get hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be very convenient if you could do that.
I can to take some concentration.
Just
Bear
need
spit or
to
No, it's Wall of Force. I
see.
can steer him in. The only way that it will go away is if it gets disintegrated and it dips into the ethereal plane. You can't travel through it even in the ethereal plane.
He can fly though.
Yeah, I can just enclose him in a sphere.
Oh, I didn't know it could make a
So-
dome.
Do you know something about this that I don't? Is this like way bigger than a normal nightmare?
No, so
I
we
don't
just
know if
had
he's stronger
bad-
than Normal Nightmare.
we had so
think we should talk
Rahadin
about
and
size.
Bocephalus
Mhm.
legitimately
I just
when
need-
we encountered them in the actual campaign of Curse of Strahd, we're just fucking tough. So I don't know if that's our bias coming off, but like I
Oh.
fear Rahadin as a player, like
Oh.
as an actual like thing.
Rahadin was legitimately like he had the psychic screaming thing, but when we were fighting him, the reason why he was kind of
You had a
question,
shield
he was
golem and a resistance
look.
potion. You were taking like 5 damage a hit.
Well,
I mean,
no,
we just saw right now that Rahadin was incredibly powerful, and could have potentially killed Dalmor there. So the thing is, I don't know if
How
Bocephalus
tall?
is actually stronger stat-wise than a normal nightmare. I assume so, but potentially
Yeah.
could just be a normal nightmare. But in any case, last time he just like constantly shifted in and out of the ethereal plane, popped
Mhm.
up and hit people, and then like stole people away on his back, and then we couldn't go chase after him because he could fly and go in the ethereal plane and stuff. So like he caused a lot of havoc. And
Gotcha.
a lot of those reasons for havoc are instantly removed by the fact that we don't care about arena here.
But we do
And he
care about
probably
Whoopsie.
wants- Yeah, it's
Who care about Whoopsie? Mostly,
It's true.
Bocephalus was here to telefrag you guys with Rahadin.
So
Which-
whose turn is it right now?
It is
It's
currently
Strahd's.
Strahd's turn. I'm trying to get my dimensions of this wall. How tall is your wall?
10 feet.
10
It
feet.
does articulate in the spell description.
It's
Okay,
a
cool.
10-foot square panel.
Cool.
10 foot
Then
range.
that works very well. Strahd is he walks from his position that he had dodged out of, and then he comes across here, walking up this tomb and peeking up right here so that he can see over to hit both of you on this end with a fireball. That is
Oh, he's hovering over the wall effect.
Mhm.
Okay.
It took me so long because it took like it's in the weirdest part of a paragraph to see how tall the freaking ceiling was.
Okay, fair
Ah.
enough. I see. You needed to make sure he could actually. It wasn't floor to ceiling.
So that is Skate and Dalmor with dexterity saves.
Kind of wishing I threw on Fire Shield again. This dude loves his fucking fireballs.
It's a very powerful spell.
Is a good spell.
You can
Does
see
it
him this
beat
time, though.
pass?
No, you cannot. He's still invisible. Never mind.
And has a wall in the way.
So he popped up to cast it.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought he just like chucked it over.
32.
Yeah,
I think
popped
I
up
make the
to-
save.
To watch. It is DC 18. You make it.
Okay, so 16 damage. All right, I'm gonna absorb.
It is upcast for an extra couple of D4, so it is a total of 38
Take
or
19.
41, 39. Math brain.
Oh, I see. 39. Then I drop it to 20. Yes, absorbing takes another 10 off of it. We will absorb this.
Okay.
Minus 10. I get charged with a little bit of fire damage on my next melee attack. All of this ice wall, I think, just detonates and mist.
I think the majority of it, yes.
Just
Depending on your concentration, also, but
oh yeah.
the chunk that is like this part is pretty much gone.
We make the concentration.
You make your concentration save.
All right, let me put a blue wall up for whatever became mist. Where was your detonation?
I think that it basically had to be like right here.
Oh,
So it actually didn't hit any of your wall
Yeah, none of
in order
these.
to hit that guy.
yeah.
Yeah. So these tombs are quite charred. Oh. I need to try not to backtrack.
Guys. Even better.
Okay. Okay, this is perfect. So with the last of Strahd's movement, he actually dips into the wall into this crypt here. Next up, pour out a 40 for our homie Blue White. Next up, Skate.
I'm back. I see the Dalmore's alive.
Yeah, Doomer, I was reading earlier. The biggest thing that was the annoyance with Bocephalus was so I had given Irina warlock levels to make sure she didn't just like insta die. So I give her like invisibility and blink and blur and whatnot. Basically how it played out was she was stuck in blink and kept zooming in and out of the ethereal plane. Meanwhile, Bocephalus and some other things were hanging out in the ethereal plane, kidnapping her like 30 feet at a time.
Yeah, I can see that being an added trouble.
It was an extreme, interesting situation for sure.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Skate goes charging forward towards Procephalus right as the wall of ice disappears. He
Okay.
drops concentration on it and unleashes a flurry of attacks against this nightmare.
Okay.
With Sun Sword.
Do you have to? You said that the mist stays or the mist goes away.
No, the mist goes away.
Cool.
Once you drop concentration, the mist is gone too.
Yep.
Yeah.
All gone.
Okay, swing away.
Is he counted as undead?
He is a fiend.
Sun Sword works only on undead or fiends as well?
Great question.
I thought I wrote this down. 1 second. Maybe it's in my description block. When hitting undead. I hope I didn't short circuit that text. I think I might have.
I'm pulling it up just in case.
Okay.
Items.
Finesse property, Sunblade, radiant damage. When you hit an undead with it.
Okay.
So nope. Alright, first one's cantrip for Booming Blade, then.
Posted here.
Also, the Sunblade is like secretly just a selfish catty bitch. I want you all to know. Like-
personality-wise.
The Sunblade doesn't, its sole purpose in existence is to destroy Strahd, but it's not to rid the land of evil or free Barovia or avenge his master. It's because it's salty that Strahd had a wizard break it in half.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean that's a good reason though.
Proficient long swords allows you to add a proficient. Oh yeah. 21 is a hit. I do believe.
13 plus booming.
13 plus booming.
1 thunder. Haha.
boom.
But if he moves, then he takes damage.
Yes.
Follow that up with the extra attack portion here.
Okay.
16.
16 is a hit. All these natural armor, baby. That was his level 5. 12 damage. Cool.
And then we're going to... Shit, how much did I move?
Also, I missed, where did Strahd go?
He ducked into, yeah, that too.
All the Strahds like to go to.
Where was I? Was I here?
Yeah, I believe so. You're, think you were here actually?
I missed that. Which square? This one?
This one.
Okay.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, so I got extra move. 25, 30, I'm gonna take his attack of opportunity.
Okay. He doth attack you opportunely with a 20. You take...
No, he misses.
Oh, he missed? Okay.
Yeah, I got 22 AC right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Songing sing.
Song, sing, sing.
And I'll actually 20, 25, 30, 35. I'll move back over here.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Bocephalus is... this is an interesting one. I think that he should... Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing how this plays out.
Oh, 1 second. Is he immune to fire damage?
Yes.
Okay, then he doesn't take an extra 1d6 fire damage from my absorb elements. Womp womp.
Okay. I think that our boy Bo got one of two options. One of his options, the reason that he was alive for the most part, has been taken care of. So...
His energy currently cackles around him, daring him to move.
You know, it is a valid threat. I think that Bo does indeed take that risk in this situation. Go ahead and roll your damage die for the booming blade. 11. Explodes. He is
Let's go everywhere.
doing this one. Zoop.
Did he cross me?
No, he has plenty of move speed with a fly speed of 90 feet.
Oh,
Hello,
yep,
friend.
no.
Dalmor,
Hi.
it is not that bad. Are you willing? Would you like to go to the ethereal plane?
Hey.
It is not that bad. He still misses you. Then this happens. I need to double check what this other thing does.
Oh,
Yes.
shit. I could have just wall of forced Strahd into his tomb there. Well, wait, I can't penetrate, so he could still just go beneath the floor.
He is a-
That happens at the end of Bo's turn. It is the White's turn. Is it the correct White's turn? It is. He tries. he makes an attempt to break these bonds. Can't break those cuffs. Ah!
Chains.
Okay, he does not make it out this round. The other ones are doing their thing, climbing up behind him. And then this happens. Some more. Yes, he can make that. Okay, next up is Dalmor. You're waiting for after Dalmor's action to cast your spell, correct?
Correct.
Okay, Dalmor is up. I do
Dalmor
need.
going to leap back, provoking an AOO.
Yes, Dalmor, you leap back.
Provoking an AOO if I'm not in darkness. I don't know how bright this thing is.
It does shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet.
Then yes, provoking.
He do be bright.
I do dodge out of the way though, and I
Nice.
will keep moving. 10, 15, 20. Do I have sight of Strahd here?
Are you still in the ethereal plane?
He's not in the
I
ethereal
never
plane.
was.
No.
Oh, I thought Procephalus went up, picked him, took him to the ethereal plane, and then attempted to duke it out in the ethereal plane with him.
Oh no.
Here, you should have knowledge of where Strahd is,
But
yes.
yeah, sight is the wrong term. Separately, am I hidden currently? I don't know how visible the light is around the corners.
I think in this situation, you would be not hidden.
Okay.
Because it clips that corner pretty well.
I'm gonna take some shots at disadvantage.
I'm gonna take some shots.
Actually, I'm going to bonus action enter. Which one was it?
What was I doing? My brain broke.
Storm Rune.
Storm Rune? What's that one do?
As I become a prophet and prophesize a hit on this first shot.
Oh,
giving
no.
myself advantage, which cancels out the disadvantage.
You know, that's one way of doing it.
So, 17.
17 is a hit.
Yeah.
Yes!
What a prophet.
What a profit.
Nice!
20 magical piercing damage. Sorry, I'm currently...
Can you re-roll that?
Yes, and I will. I'm going for larger.
Yes.
Oh.
Woo!
13 DC.
Did I miss something? Do we think Strahd is like low HP right now?
No, we're just
Okay.
trying to break him
We're
out of
just- we're
invisibility.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Every
Between
chance of
getting
that
him
is
out of
good.
invisibility and getting him at low enough health that he doesn't feel like he can just chill and keep attacking, both
Yeah.
of those would be good things.
That's an initiative roll.
Yes, this is something that begun on the last
Oh, sorry.
thing.
Patrina.
She ends up... This is why I am distracted currently. I apologize, Doomer. Okay, you dealt 26 damage.
Yeah, and I'm double checking something super quick. Is this a bonus action? No, it is not, so I'm going to trigger Fire and Foe on him and deal an extra d4.
Okay.
Mark that down.
Deal
and
away, brother.
Bam! 27 damage.
Nice.
Hey.
Oh, just for that, I'm going to change his HP to 1,302.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's why he
shit.
kept getting away.
Why is he even running at that point?
It's the sport of it. Chase me, chase me.
Chase me, chase me.
Whenever he hits 1200 HP, he decides to flee until he's full again.
he just adds up all of the damage that people are dealing to him. Okay, Whoopsie, you are alive.
I still have another attack, and
Okay.
He needs a concentration.
Oh yeah, he totally does. Concentration check. Yeah.
Then he
What's
won't be
your
invisible for
station?
the second one.
He chooses to succeed.
Oh.
There's one.
There's one.
I
Finally.
shoot him again.
Shoot him again. Do it again.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Another
Let's
26
go.
damage. Minus 26. And another concentration check. Can't fail 2 in a row, though.
Ah,
Yeah.
he chooses to fail.
Still, that's a lot of damage. Also,
That's a lot of
Relevant.
damage.
And that is my turn.
That is your turn? Okay. Your trigger for the thing does indeed happen.
Except it's not magic at all. It's actually me using like robo arms. to
Also,
surgery
at the end of your turn, Strahd zoops into this crypt.
Fuck that.
He knows the dwarf.
You are alive at 1 HP. My tech
So,
whoopsie.
question: do the bolts that are sticking out of him also zoop in, or do they just out of them?
Yeah, the bolts don't have the ability to move through the stone, so they just kind of pass through him on the way.
That sounds painful.
So, Whoopsie is at 1 HP. It is now your turn, Whoopsie.
She wakes up after dying.
I feel like the first thing I'm gonna do is look for Strahd, and he's not within distance. I don't have a way of healing myself.
But there's a horse that's within visibility of you.
Take out your rage.
Does Bocephalus look healthy or no?
Bocephalus does not look healthy.
It's kind of sickly, a little bit undeadish going.
No, he's a fiend. He's a fiend.
No, right, he's a fiend.
I don't know why this monster doesn't actually exist.
Oh, goodbye.
So these are my options. Black tentacle, sphere, cone of cold, and then I also have dawn, and then I have hold vampire if he ever fucking shows up.
Okay.
I think I'm going to not waste a level 5 on bow. Maybe.
No, it might be worth it.
I think it's fine either way. It's up to you. Either is a pretty reasonable route to go.
The other thing is we know where he phased into. You might be able to just cast Dawn, and it would clip through that. It's a cylinder.
I mean, this is just like light, right? Like if there's a roof in the way, it's not gonna phase through the roof of the.
So I have. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast I think I'm gonna cast the sphere. And do you? Where is he in regards to me? Like, I just woke up. I don't have that knowledge. So.
When I wake you up, I'm like,
where's
Strahd is
Strahd?
phased into one of the crypts south of us.
South. Okay. I shoot a spear at Bo. I think.
Quick thing.
Yeah?
He's probably weak to cold damage. No, he's neutral. We had that clarified earlier with the lullabies. Never mind.
D&D is much less Pokemon than people assume.
Vitriolic Spear is totally reasonable and does probably similar damage levels anyway.
So strangely, I need to go get.
I'm gonna cast Vitriolic Spear. So,
Oh hey, we have D&D Beyond for this sort of thing.
Yeah, D&D Beyond.
Nice. Heck yeah. Okay, now I am back to paying full attention. That's some deeps. What do you got going on here?
Vitriolic Sphere towards Bocephalus.
10d4. Okay, cool. Well, with that, Bocephalus does attempt to make his save. But it is literally impossible. Plus, he also failed. As the acid of the spell explodes onto the demonic horse, and it dissolves into a extra bubbly pile of goo, I would say, because of its fiendish heritage. Those are whites. That's not what I'm looking for. I need to go to my other tab. Also, actually, pardon me for 1 second. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. You guys can think about your fates here.
Next is the whites, and then you.
The next is the people that we haven't seen yet, but if I hover over, I see where they are. Oh no.
Okay.
I'm trying to find. There's this particular like movie scene where somebody's like face gets like melted in on itself. That just like every time I think of somebody dying of vitriolic sphere, I think of that scene from that movie.
So Colin spent an entire turn bringing me back, Goat. An entire turn, and he used a spell slot, Revivify, to bring me back.
One of my most powerful spells.
My most
Did I hear
powerful
that
magics.
Procephalus got dissolved into an extra bubbly pile of goo?
Extra bubbly.
Honeydew!
Very. It's a very
Ooh,
like. It's a very like
honeydew.
Beetlejuice like Goosebumps era style like slime bubbles.
Ew.
That's what I was thinking of.
Whoopsie, that's pretty fucking disgusting,
Who are
actually.
we gonna call? Ghostbusters!
Okay, so Strahd is implementing his final gambits here, potentially. The one, he had to call. You know that feeling when you have to go and call an ex-girlfriend? And it's just like the conversation's super awkward, but you're like, I really need these people to be in
I
pain.
my CDs back, bitch.
Call your girlfriend because she was a hit. I really need some people dead. I know we didn't really want to talk, but
So she immediately, upon exiting, uses her whale. I need you guys to make Constitution saving throws.
everyone or just the-
These three.
Okay.
You are very far away.
Constitution, you said?
Yes, sir.
You said these three, me,
Mm-hmm.
He says no.
You do say no.
Please also say no.
Hey,
Okay. Not a
Hey,
particularly
wait,
difficult check to make. So that's pretty good.
What happens when is there like
You
a
don't
half?
want to know. I'm sorry, you said what happens when you succeed?
Yeah, is there a half damage or anything?
You take 11 points of psychic damage.
Well, I tried.
I'm rolling.
Maybe you'll roll 20 and just get up this time.
So it's half on save?
No, it is full damage on save. You are saving from falling to 0 hit points.
yup.
Uh,
It's a nasty fail. There's not many of those in 5e.
So I'll take 11 damage then.
There's not many of them, but all of them exist in Curse of Strahd.
my reaction is going to be to use.
Wait, isn't it necrotic damage?
It is psychic damage, actually.
Oh, damn.
Almost.
So,
Is to use Song of Defense.
Song of Defense! To mitigate the damage. Direct magic to
Wait.
absorb damage while your blade summon is active. You take damage, you can use your reaction to expend 1 spell slot. Reduce the damage by an amount you spent equal 5 times that thing you spent.
Can I use shield?
Not on this one, unfortunately.
shields against
Nope.
attacks. So, like,
It's an attack!
pretty much useless against.
I feel attacked!
I feel attacked.
Just things that roll to hit against your AC.
Yep.
Anything else it won't work
I'm
on.
down. I'm rolling.
And Magic Missile.
That's it.
Rolling
And
again. And magic missile. And very specifically one thing that does not roll. Okay. That is her entire turn. Next up is
I'm gonna
Galahad.
fuck you up.
Gosh.
All right.
I mean, Strahd's not visible, so.
Why would you stitch Piddlewick's head to yourself? What is wrong with this guy?
Oh no, whatever happened to Piddlewick?
Oh no, I forgot about him. He ran
Living
off.
his
And...
best life.
I just alt tabbed and I had my my Piddlewick search up, and there's this orc who's like a Piddlewick cyborg. And it's very, very traumatizing. I think I have it up right now.
All right. I think I'm just going to regular cast.
Regular cast.
You have cure wounds?
Yeah.
He's got the healing spells, dude.
He was gonna cure wounds you, but you died.
Yeah, I was running over to try and cure wounds you when you died for realsies. I'm just betting on the fact that you're gonna have a better chance of killing this ghost on your turn than I would just by punching it right now.
Does she seem upset that there's sunlight in her eyes?
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
Alright, 5.
That's why she wailed, you know. She's just not a morning person. Strahd woke her up.
Flag. 15, 20, 25. Okay, I'll walk up to her.
Okay.
That's the reasonable thing to do in this situation.
Okay. You walk up to melee with the white banshee, I mean. Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
Okay. Next up, this thing is happening.
No!
Phase 2.
Strahd initiates phase 2.
Is there a way that I want to fancily initiate phase 2, or do I just initiate it? I think I just have to initiate it and hope that my tiny mage arms can do the thing that I want. Seems reasonable. What did I say the DC on these things was? 15?
4.
That's not that bad.
10.
Oh.
I mean, I'd take 4 or 10, sure. He does not make it, though.
Oh.
Oh, thank God.
Just making
She just
sure.
came out wailing.
Okay, so that is the end of Strahd's turn. Oh, hold on, got to make sure that he does his due diligence here. Is that Strahd? I need to move him. This thing happens. Click, 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 click. We're gonna leave him there for now. Pour out a 40 for your homies whites who are trying to do the same thing. If I remember correctly. No, that's blue-white, sorry. Pour out an actual 40 for him. Skate, you're up.
Boy, this just will not do. It's got to die. You are undead.
Perish under the light of the sun. Foul beast.
Foul
Let's booming blade this shithead.
Boom. Blade. The shithead.
15.
That is a hit. Wait, hold on. Let me double check. I have the wrong stat block up.
Don't take backsies.
I have too many stat blocks. Oh, this is the one that's over here. Oh yeah, that's super hit. You're fine.
Okay, sweet. 16 radiant plus 2 booming. The extra D8 I give are not doing me the favors I want them to do.
She does resist the thunder damage, but takes the radiant.
Okay.
For a total of 17. She also cannot be prone.
Oh, actually, hold on.
Cool.
Well, I already cast it the once. So that's not gonna work. But
Yeah, you know, I was just thinking about that. It's such a good 3-song playlist, okay?
It's a good one, but I just did the math on like how long this one is, and it's precisely 60 in the minute that I did that.
Oh, Lord.
yeah, I'm
We'll
gonna
swap off to some.
bonus action Spirit Shroud here. I should have casted it before the attack, but oh well.
Okay,
And I'm gonna swing again.
okay. You use a bonus action. We're now concentrating on the Spirit Shroud. Give you a nice little
Fuck.
concentration icon. Oh, what happened? I missed it. You rolled a 1.
Roll a 1.
At least hell on a whoopsie. Okay. Next up is Bocephalus, who is dead. Next up is the whites, who are... I can break these cuffs.
Oh yeah. He's definitely.
Can they not break these cuffs? That'd be great.
They can't break these cuffs.
If they
Ah!
break those cuffs, I'm not certain our fate would be
No, that's fine.
in
That's
our
an
hands
action. I got a plan
anymore.
of action for that.
All right.
During the squabble, another one does make its way up here. I hear Robert talking, but I don't hear him in the Discord.
Yeah, I
He's
was
starting to
trying to
Okay.
do myself.
We're good. Okay, next up, Dalmor. At the start of the round, the assumed thing happens that involves walking through walls. Dalmor. It's so hard to beat that option. I'm like, Shadow, I can summon a specter, I can walk through walls. That seems pretty good.
Let's see. So did I see where he went through to?
He entered.
This is like actually nightmare fuel location to fight Strahd.
The last time you saw, he entered right here
Gotcha.
into crypt number 38.
Wait, this is actually just hell. What are we doing? He could just consistently walk through walls into these little square places where we can't get to him. And then escape the sunlight and heal up to full.
Oh, Doomer, I don't know what that was that you just did. It was so beautiful, though.
Oh, if you press Q while you're like in the middle of dragging, you can like lay out an exact path.
It's so
when you release.
good.
But I will move around to here.
Okay.
Can I, with cover, see her?
Let's see. That is consistent, yes.
All right, I will take some shots.
With cover. You ignore cover.
Well, I have advantage on one of those due to being a prophet. If you will allow me to still do that.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
We have to do it. That's your advantage roll, and then you re-roll your second attack.
Yep. So just one roll. 16.
16 is, as a matter of fact, a hit. This thing is just a lady, dude. She's just wearing clothes.
Well,
thank goodness.
We rolled to 25.
She screamed and it hurt.
Huh. Minus 25. You didn't even hear her scream. You sounded pretty misogynistic. I don't know.
We're all telepathically connected. I heard the scream.
Oh, yeah.
That's like some 40k shit. Just a psychic scream travels through time and space.
Echo feedback.
Telepathically.
That's my turn.
Fun fact, though, this lady is super cool. Her name is Patrina Velikovna. She is one of the last of the female dusk elves that lived in the valley, and she was a powerful spellcaster that got seduced by Strahd, and basically her clan mercy killed her by stoning her to death, and then Strahd went and stole her body and buried her here.
All I'm saying, of the 1 out of 1 contact I've had with these dusk elves, is that what they're called?
Yep.
They seem like pretty terrible people.
Listen, man, only a couple of them are terrible people. The rest of them are just like elves, and then someone ordered all of their women killed, and now they're just like a couple dozen dudes who have no means of reproduction. It's pretty hecked up. Whoopsie.
Like her.
Yeah.
You muted.
I think it might have been because of that stoning incident.
All right. So.
I mean, you feel bad for her now. You're gonna let her live? I just did that whole like sympathy arc.
You did that before the instantly kills people scream.
I don't know. That doesn't. I don't think we can swing that one. I'm here for negotiations, not those kind of negotiations.
Does she look worse for wear?
She does look bloodied, indeed. Or, spirited.
But also she can't live to the next round. She goes right after you, and if she's still alive, she might just kill all 4 of us instantly.
The whale is once per day, so you don't actually have to worry about that.
Okay. I was really worried about
those kind of spells are just for like, you encounter a monster, they roll high on initiative and kill your entire team. Okay, you are casting Magic Missile. You got 3.
Listen, a lot of adventuring parties
987
before going and fighting something.
So your magic missiles fly out at her. One goes through her right shoulder, one goes through her left shoulder. She turns to you and opens her mouth to scream at you when one goes straight in between the eyes, and her body just kind of evaporates from that point.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh Lord, this
This day needs to end. With us alive, preferably.
Next up is her turn. Straight chillin'. Next up is Galahad. What are you doing, brother?
Well, we've defeated all of the enemies.
Yep, we can get out of initiative order and.
Do we get out of the trip?
I finally have a turn to use an action.
Uh-huh.
That
My savior!
I think
I
you
could just
promised
do
us
a
that you were going to
thing.
take him out of invisibility at this point.
I'm going to cast my trump card.
Aha!
Boom.
See invisibility. There it is.
See invisibility.
I remember you specifically mentioning Bocephalus when you were like, I can see into the ethereal
wanted to
plane in
cast
case he
the
does anything
spell.
cheesy.
I wanted to cast a spell with Bocephalus was alive so badly because it sees invisible people and stuff in the ethereal plane.
Your
Just
Oh my
like-
god.
your timing was just slightly off because the concept of using that while Bo is alive, right, is like to have this happen to be running when I tried to telefrag you guys with the horse. Because he can carry like 3 people with him or something. But it was literally like I had just rounded up the troops with Strahd and then put them all in a place on the ethereal plane. It was right here. And then you went in here and I was like, oh, wait, hold on.
So the worst thing too is like I honestly, as soon as we walked into this area, like this is the crypty kind of area. We're gonna fight Strahd here, like guaranteed. I should have just cast it. It lasts for an hour and isn't concentration.
Yep.
It's such a good spell. But
All right.
anyway, that's running now.
Nice.
And then I'll talk to the crew. Like, should we leave to the upper levels? Should we retreat to the upper levels and
We
fight
could
Strahd
probably
there?
use some HP. Yeah, I doubt he follows us. We'll have to re-engage him.
Well, I don't know if we'll get any chance to rest, but I think this particular place, fighting Strahd here is nearly suicide.
I think we've got no choice but to press forward. If we go upstairs, he'll just regenerate, harass us until we are no more. We've got to take the fight to him and somewhere he can't flee from. Not here,
Agreed!
though.
Can we get to his coffin?
We've got no choice, unless we're just fleeing.
All right, how do we get to his coffin? He's just hanging out right here.
Where's his coffin? Here? Here? Here?
Isn't it right up at the top?
No,
That's his brother's coffin.
That's his brother's tomb. In order to get to his coffin, these guys would have to know which crypt contained the riddle that teleports you into his coffin room.
Mhm.
Which I
Oh,
think might actually even be the one that you're standing in front of, or this one. I forget specifically which one, but
I was
we
thinking
would
that
know
his coffin was right next to his brother's.
that. Mm-mm.
So you remember that we were in one of these tombs and then we had to do a riddle and you walked through the riddle door and it
Oh,
brought you
yeah.
into Strahd's tomb.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you
Which these
remember?
guys have zero idea.
You're right.
Probably
Do you
this
remember
one.
what's down this way?
I don't know.
There was like a curtain, and there was a couple traps here, and I don't remember. Like it mounted it into something.
I remember I somehow got around this
Mhm.
this fancy wall here, so I was like scared it was gonna teleport me or something, do something weird. So like somehow got around it. I don't remember if I just like walked around it or what. But there was something back here important. This seems like the most important place in the room.
Wide steps descend to a landing flanked by 2 alcoves. Within each alcove, taking up the full 30-foot height of the ceiling, a bronze statue of a warrior holding a spear. A soft blue curtain of light flows between the 2 alcoves. Dimly visible on the other side of the curtain are more descending stairs.
I mean, if I'm looking at these characters, right, and I'm like, in this location, the most important places I can see are down these stairs to whatever's down there, or to his brother's coffin. Like, those seem like the most important places, potentially.
That might actually be the way to get to his brother's coffin.
down the
No,
stairs.
I
Mhm.
promise you, it literally, it was either one of these right here, or one of these right here. Like
Yeah.
player knowledge tells me that it's not on this line here. Oh no, it's not on this line here because that's where you get teleported, right? These are the pressure plates somewhere here, and then it's either the tomb is this area or it's like these one.
But I feel like unless I was prompted somehow, like this character's not gonna go open up all
Yeah,
these things
like-
in the middle.
But
So I would
how? I don't remember how. I don't think this is how you get in.
I think this tomb, or maybe it was this tomb, is the, or maybe it was this one, is the flying inventor.
I don't remember where that is. I think that's actually like up here somewhere.
I know each of these tombs has a thing on the other side of it, right? Like a
Like
a latch,
headstone.
or it's a thing that opens the gate on the other side, right? They have a lever on the inside of each tomb.
I could actually get through this one with Misty Step, and then hit the lever and open it, but I don't know what this room actually does for us.
And I don't have Unseen Servant, right? Because I think that would... And you can't mage hand something you can't see.
We also still have these guys, right? That are trying to get through. We will have to deal with them if we don't make up our minds soon.
Is this a hallway?
Is what a hallway? Yes. That is the thing that I just read about with the blue curtain
Oh, yep.
and the descending stairs.
I mean, that's my vote to where to go next. Like, even if it's not the ultimate solution,
Okay.
like,
Yeah, maybe.
The way I see it, up is death, because then it's just rather than fighting Strahd while he's weaker, we fight Strahd while he's full. Down is possibly death. Here is certainly death, because we'll fight Strahd once he's stronger and a whole bunch of fights. There's one of those that isn't definitely death.
I'm gonna move up 30 feet away from this platform.
And for a refresher, those teleport traps are let's see,
this is the end of my turn. Cast the invisibility, walk 30 feet, end my turn.
cool.
Whoopsie, do you have the ability to move right now? I don't think so.
Yeah,
still
I'm at
in
9
order.
HP.
It's not your turn.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
Yes. Now it is back up to Strahd's turn. But yeah, for the record, these are completely invisible and can only be presumably they can be detected by see invisibility, but and detect magic.
The traps?
Yes. And they can only be shut down by an anti-magic field or a dispel magic. Strahd is continuing to do his gambit. Oh, my Lanta. He's continuing to rest his weary bones.
He's actually just like out of charges through the ethereal plane or the phasing, and so he's like trying to actually push down a slab to get out. Fuck, I gotta get out of here. They're coming for me. Fuck, go.
No, he's just opening these tubes with the stuff inside because the guys inside can't. So he's like, I gotta open this for you.
Okay. Next up, I'm trying to think if... Yeah, I don't think that I can even consider that. Next up, Skate, you are up. What are you guys doing with your stiff? I remember. I see what's happening here.
Colin, didn't you Misty step into the other side of one of these crypts while we were in there?
I think I misty stepped into the south thing past the teleport traps. And
Yeah.
I think I misty stepped over the curtain of whatever that's over here.
I think it was either you misty stepped or it was like you snuck around somehow.
I remember you being on the other side of some bars and there being a lever and you go to pull the lever from the inside.
That would be similar to the description that I read up here, where there was a lever on the inside of this tomb that opens it.
Alright,
These-
I dashed over to here. You're all
Okay.
set.
You get over to there. These guys, somebody's gonna roll higher than like a 5 on their strength
There it
check
is.
one of these days. So this door finally busts open.
Bust down, Tatiana.
Bust down, Tatiana. It busts open, and a couple of these wights come slipping out. Next up is the top of the round. You guess what happens, and Dalmor also gets to go.
All right.
Spoiler alert, Strahd just summoned a shadow somewhere on the other side of the castle.
Dalmor will take a couple steps this way. I don't know if there is line of sight to shoot this or not. Right there, is that probably just completely blocked?
I think that one would be probably completely blocked, yeah. That's probably the outer edge of what we're doing for cover here.
Move up to here, and let's see, where was I there? So I got one more 5-foot step. I'm going to ready an action to shoot someone that I see.
Okay. You see 2 people currently.
Preferably
Technically
someone
3.
Sort of bad or at least irritating.
Okay, well, you see 2 people currently, technically 3.
Sorry.
All right.
That's my turn.
Next up is these guys who are the yellow ones. They're still helping the other guys get up. I will make a check for one of them climbing. It does not make it, so it kind of causes a little bit of chaos down there. Whoopsie.
Do I dash or do I bloop and
Or are we dancer?
shoot?
I think you dash. You don't want to be within range of them.
If you
We
get
need-
past
we need
me, I
to
can
protect
cure light wounds you again on my way past.
She does have the idol as well that she can use her one-time cast on.
She's already used it.
Oh,
The healing, the 3d8 plus 3 shared used ones.
Yeah, she got 11 healing out of it.
oh, I remember. Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay, you guys are making a mad dash for the blue curtain. Galahad.
All right.
God, I just
5, 10,
Yes,
cure light wounds, 15,
trust it.
20.
Give her a little smack on the back of the head.
I do one of those like a little. Oh yeah. One of those like kind of like slightly awkward like yeah. Well, we keep up the good spirits, you know.
We're in this really weird situation where there's a bunch of knocks coming from the south on a big marble door, and also one of the ones to the north just broke down.
Ooh.
The calm before the re-impending storm.
Hey, perhaps we should also kind of leave some distance here. Prevent the fireball from wrecking all of us.
I do. I mean, I don't know how many spell slots that Strahd has, but I do hope that he's slowly running out of spells.
Oh, didn't you know
noticed this
vampires
fireball-
regenerate 20 HP and 3 spell slots when they're out of sunlight? So
His fireballs have been steadily increasing in damage dice, so I don't know if it's a good thing, but I do think he's running out.
he is, yeah, you know, he's chilling right now. Next up, so Galahad, you did your full move and all your stuff? Alright, this is the turn that all the things happen.
Oh no.
Oh my god! Strahd's just completely trapped in here. This is actually hilarious. It's so good.
You just can't hear this. Help! Help!
If we knew which one he was in, then maybe we could do something about it. But
You do actually know which one he's in, hypothetically. Skate, you're up.
we don't really though, because he can just go through the floor. So
He could be anywhere. You did see the one that he teleported into.
Yeah. We know because we can see through the fog of war. and
Well,
see
okay, no,
which
he's not actually in that tomb.
Oh.
we also know because we can see him rolling strength checks, which assumes that he's like breaking out of a tomb somewhere.
What are you doing, Robert?
Great song.
He's actually just like 15, just like pumping iron 200 feet below us.
Ugh, gotta get strong.
Gotta get
come back
swole.
hard. Gotta get that
Bench
gem
pressing
badge.
some,
Ugh.
So what you doing? Skate.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I went 5 feet too far.
Oh no.
Go back 5 feet then?
No, I meant the 5 feet too far in the turn previous.
Oh.
Let's see.
Trip and fall forward 5 more feet.
Like to get pushed by our Swarm Keeper Ranger?
Why don't you just like permanently seal off that thing with like a stone working spell or something?
Just make it so there's not a door there and it's just a wall.
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, that would work.
I could just like masonry.
Wait, do that the one that Strahd's in. Something tells me that wouldn't work.
What do we do here?
Also, I do gotta say, playing Strahd with his base spell list is actually so fun.
I'm glad.
I was so worried about not having like counterspell and Cone of Gold and shit.
Don't worry, if you had it, you probably wouldn't be able to use it.
I just think just here to annoy these people, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna stand here and wait.
All right. We
You
will
don't
keep
have a ranged attack?
things moving.
I do, but it ends Blade Song.
This is true.
Oh.
Hold on. Before that, I wanted to make sure I was more than 30 feet away from these people.
Okay.
You just go ahead and snap to center again. I am more than 30 feet away from these people. I'm good.
Can't like throw a dagger or something?
I could.
And white strength check. Okay, another one begins its ascent.
They're coming.
Oh, gross. I'm so not into this.
Top of the order, Dalmor.
When this one ran out, I forgot that I had a ready action.
You did have a ready
Take
action.
that on
Yes.
him?
Go ahead.
Okay. Kerblam!
Kerblam! That's a hit.
Nice.
They are whites with studded leather armor.
Oh, that's actually better than I thought. I'm not going to reroll that.
Okay. It is a solid hit nonetheless. Now it is your turn.
Alright, we'll try that again.
Yep.
I'm going to give myself advantage on this first roll.
Okay.
Actually, I am not going to do that. I'm just going to shoot him normally.
Okay.
Blam!
That's a hit.
Nice.
That is enough to destroy this boy.
Alright. And I'll move up a bit to there and shoot around the corner at this guy.
Okay. Another hit. Another good hit.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure, with the exception of Strahd like moving in, we could station one of us at the doorway and just murderize these whites as
Doesn't
they
make
come
it.
up.
There's 14 of them, man.
Whoopsie.
How many have we killed?
Alright, 12.
A lot of experience. What's 15 times 700? Is that a level?
I should have just stayed down there and
5.
punched them all to death.
10, 15.
Just hit him with the Gandalf,
20.
like you just come out as Sir Gallant the Glorious.
Pass.
And for what it's worth, I'll remind you, these are resistant to necrotic. They are also immune to poison.
Well, all I gotta do is toll the dead, it's fine.
Slightly more wise than some of their brothers, but they do take this damage. How much?
It is
11. Okay.
Actually, probably still more damage than what you would do with the crossbow.
Yeah, I was like, how much would I do with a crossbow?
Once you
Actually,
pass
you
the
Your
like
deck
cantrip
is
stuff,
low, so-
Galahad, you're up.
That's me. I trust in your guys' ability to deal with this, right? I
Yeah.
step
I've-
forward, getting closer to this 5, 10, 15. This wall. Does it look like I could go around it around these statues?
You wouldn't be able to squeeze through these statues, no.
All right. Wish me luck, friends. And I step forward into the. veil.
How would you describe yourself on the order of law and chaos and goodness and righteousness, Sir Gallant the Bright, Galahad the Bright?
As far in the lawful good category as you can go.
It's just a curtain. you brush it aside. It's silky. It feels almost supernaturally nice and pleasant on like it almost like brushes against your armor and you feel it rub against your skin surreally.
Just like a peek
I've never
from an
felt
alternate
so
reality.
validated for playing a lawful good paladin when I'm not playing a paladin.
This is why we don't allow paladins in Barovia. In front of you, the tomb
Something
rests
tells me
in
that you guys shouldn't come through here.
hushed silence. Tall, stained glass windows dominate the eastern walls, allowing dim light to fall on 2 coffins resting atop white marble slabs. One against the north wall is marked King Bera von Zarovich, and the one against the south wall is marked Queen Ravenovia von Roren. The vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead is inlaid with beautiful gold mosaic.
Might you
delete
reveal
some
its
black.
beauty to me?
Apart from like appealing to your like emotional side and like senses of like this is such a beautiful, well preserved location, similar to the tomb that was up here actually. But apart from that, there's nothing extraordinary happening back here.
Ah, so like you can't reveal it to me.
I can't reveal what? Sorry. Oh, the area.
On the map.
Oh, might be,
saying.
might be.
No, you're good. That's what I meant by might you reveal its beauty to me.
Okay.
Hey, I just described it in full detail,
What are you
bro.
talking about? Are my stick drawings not enough for you?
I mean, they are, but like, I also kind of want to see the cool art. I don't remember if there's any significance to this room at all. I'm not gonna lie.
Me either.
It's the
Also,
I feel like there's no way I would open their coffins. Like that's
In
so
order to get-
against
Just
my
smash the coffin.
like
in order to
just
get
a
through the
higher.
curtain,
Break the coffin and then just die walking back through the curtain because you're no longer lawful good.
Yeah,
Like, does anything speak out to me when I step into the room?
well, the DM's gone.
Ryan's
So.
not even sitting there. He's
Oh.
like, they're hopeless. I'm going home.
Fair enough.
Okay,
We're pretty
just-
hopeless.
Okay, just honestly though, I'm so dead set on it. It was
Apologies. What did I miss? Nothing speaks out to you when you enter the room. Okay. Now, this thing's finally going to happen. It's bound to happen eventually. It's statistically unlikely.
He still has the rest of his turn, right?
You do still have the rest of your move with which to do what you please.
It sounds like there's nothing that I can recall of importance about this room, and nothing calls out to me. I'm not going to open their coffins unless I have something that calls out to tell me to do so, and
Mhm.
thus, I believe, unfortunately, I am done here.
It is simply a resting place.
It's beautiful.
In order to keep up the spirits of the party, he comes skipping back into
10,
to view.
15, 20, 25,
You guys hear, finally, you hear a crack and 2 pieces of marble slam against the ground. Still invisible, but not for too much longer. And doing a
dance.
heckin' sneak.
I see you. I see you.
You don't see me.
I see.
You do stealth with advantage when you're invisible, right?
What was that?
Do you do stealth
Can
with
you
advantage when you're invisible?
I don't remember, to be honest.
I don't remember either.
Individual. Here it is. Answer my question. No, it does not. So I think probably a couple of you do indeed still know where the Varovich is. With your insane passive perceptions.
Yes.
Real far away, that's where he is.
He is indeed real far away. And coming pouring out from here.
What are those? Hellhounds?
Are indeed
Oh, the stinking hellhound.
The
right.
stinking hellhounds.
Working with them for a long. Guys, come on, open the fucking door. I'm a dog.
Thing is, it was slightly, not the most, but still slightly important that Strahd remained as he was, invisible and not surrounded by hellhounds. Okay, so these guys are here, and they are going to roll their initiative. Strahd grumbles a little bit about how this would have been so much better if he had just also these minis are sick.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
This would have been so much better if this had happened in like a 2-turn combo. But instead
Yeah. I can see that.
Maybe he should have been using his legendary resistances.
he couldn't. If he could have, he would have. Just
It's,
actually.
Saving throws, not ability checks, I assume.
Okay, hellhounds go there, and this guy is one of
Damn.
these.
One initiative higher than. Whoopsie. That's rough. Could have been a really good cone of cold use.
His initiative goes right here. Okay, that is indeed Strahd's turn. Skate, you are up.
Help me out here, guys.
Also, would Gallant have said something among the lines of not going the way that we were planning on going?
Yeah, I basically walked out and like, unfortunately, our goal is not here. It must be somewhere else. Perhaps the area above or below.
We hear and smell the brimstone of the dogs.
Yes.
And I don't have a way to get LOS on them. Do I?
Well, they do if you just move down. There's like a window through all the bricks.
It is indeed. Or a wraith. These are whites. There we go. We got all the things. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Alright guys, what do I do? You want me to dispatch this white, or do I lock those guys in place down there?
Good question.
Perhaps the door up on the right?
The door up on the right.
These are all tombs.
Oh, like these ones too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah,
They're not real doors. They're just all tombs.
gotcha.
I could move down here, lock them in place for a turn. I can drop concentration after they've used their things. Whoops, you can get in range to Cone of Cold, and that saves us a round of combat where they can wreak havoc on us.
Do you not have any teleportation spells, Kate?
I do. A Misty
Can-
Step.
Could you not teleport into the bottom section?
And do what with that?
I mean,
Oh, teleport into there? Yeah. I've been. Yes, I've not been able to make it down there.
I don't know if that's a potential avenue for us to go or what, but
I'm
Also,
not
Yes,
sure
will
if I see
they-
any other route.
Do they use cover, or will these crypts have any problem with Cone of Cold, or will it just go around it like Fireball? I think I read it as it'll go around.
Generally, things will only go around if they like have a line of text saying like this goes around corners, like Fireball has.
yeah, I believe it's like you draw for a cone effect, you just draw straight lines out from you to every point, and if it's blocked by anything, it's blocked by something. So just basically draw straight lines out.
So it would kind of be like
Shot.
dual beams of cold with some of these. But you could get it down a hallway very effectively.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we start making our way southwards. It seems like Dalmor could take out these rights pretty easily if you want to start moving south, Skate, and then Dalmor take up the rear and just pick off any rights that chase us as we make our way south. But I don't know.
I do think my at least like first turn or so. I think we want to get these down first. Hellhounds seem like a bigger threat than a low bonus to hit white.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can't kill it because I don't have Cone of Cold, so I can Wall of Force them in though, and hold them and let them use up their action economy doing nothing in there.
That's such a big spell slot for a one turn buy. It might be the right call, but that's rough.
What else do I got?
What are your 5th level spells?
Telekinesis and Wall of Force.
What does telekinesis do?
That's my anti-Strahd. Once I can start seeing him.
Another option is just Wall of Force like 2 or 3 of the 4 in, so we can actively fight 1 or 2 and then fight the other 2, rather than like holding them all and then releasing them and fighting all 4 at once.
Well, the way so if I hold all 4, right? You.
How long does Wall of Force last for until you drop concentration?
Pretty much, yeah, for 10 minutes. What I could do is I could ready the action to wall him in. You can take your turn. The white's gonna get to go, so that's probably not the play. I think I just cast Wall of Force. But so if I cast Wall of Force, right, we can set up. You can potentially you'll take out the white. We lock.
Can you grab
Big
Strahd in there?
Dude. It is okay. So here's the text for it. I cannot. So I can force him to go through walls this way. Actually, I don't know if that costs him any action economy.
To go through a wall.
Yeah, to face through walls. Does
It is
What,
his
Mike?
layer action that lets him phase through walls. He then can just move freely
okay,
with his movement.
but it costs him a layer action instead of doing another layer action, which I don't.
And
know.
does he
Like, if
have
you-
a layer action? Because
Yeah.
He has a layer action every round. Yep.
He gets one for free every round. So
why didn't he just go through that crypt? Why was he doing a strength check?
Because he was trying to
He
release.
He's trying to free all the dogs.
Unleash the hounds.
Ah,
I think how it would work is if you were to just Wall of Force Strahd, he would at the beginning of the round use his lair action to phase through the ground into the floor below or something, assuming that there's something. And he can move around. And then on the next round, he would use his lair action to phase back up through into this room again, and then he would be able to move around.
Yeah, it won't stop him forever. But I'd rather have him spend 2 layer actions moving up and down than those same layer
So
actions.
it can make a
like
dome
attacking us or something.
or sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet. So 20 feet across. So no, it can't get all of them. And
Well,
Strahd-
okay, but
or
but
10,
still
10
10.
walls.
Yeah.
But if this is 10 by 10 foot wall, Strahd just like flies over it.
Yep. That's true. Okay, so I trap 2 Hellhounds and Strahd.
Or one Hellhound in the white? Or Wraith, I forget which one was it.
It's 10-foot radius, right? So I got 20 feet.
10-foot radius, so like 10 feet to capture there and 10 feet to capture
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
I can just stop 2.
But you'd have to be able to see that particular point, which actually that particular point is pretty hard to see. Because like,
Well, I can also be standing.
you'd have to be like standing right here. Or like down here or something to be able to see this point. Because this particular crypt is very blocking for that.
you said it was 10 foot by 10 foot?
Like you could put your point here, but then it doesn't reach Strahd.
Yeah.
Really, you can probably see that line, or like, especially if you can just like
Oh.
lean to this side of your square.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can cast it from a vertice of your square.
So yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
can see
if you
there.
pick this one, that would work. I didn't think about that. Good point.
10-foot circles are actually 10-foot squares in 5th edition.
Very true.
Alright, does this sound like the plan?
Sound good to me.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
It's so weird that this spell is like super freaking cool. Like make this impassable barrier that's like unstoppable in almost any way, but then like it just doesn't hit the floor. So they can just like
Well, actually,
like if you use it on like a mole, the mole's just like, okay, but I just dig.
but no, right? So you can cast a sphere shape, and you don't get a save. I get to choose which direction. So if I choose it to be up at the surface of the floor, everyone gets completely wrapped up in the sphere. They will fail into the sphere,
Yeah, you can make it a sphere.
which is probably what I'm doing here.
I see.
And
Mhm.
depending on how Strahd works, he might not be able to pass this wall. Because this
That's
blocks ethereal
possibly
travel too.
true.
Oh, and actually, you could grab one more Hellhound in there, because I forgot that it's if they're in the middle of it, you can choose which way they go. So like, let's see, what is that? What would that be? If you target like the middle of here,
Don't you have to pick
reach
a point
into
though?
him, so you can. But like, if you pick the middle of this square, for instance, you can pull him in and him in. So you could grab one more Hellhound.
Oh, I thought points had to be like corners of squares. But I don't actually know.
I'm not positive on that. I don't like in Pathfinder that's an explicit rule. I don't recall that in 5th edition, but it's entirely possible I'm forgetting.
Ryan, do you happen to have a ruling offhand? We don't have to like spend a bunch of time looking it up.
For the points being a corner of a square or the center of the square.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for the purpose of this, we'll have the points. It has to either be the corner or the square itself. So mechanically, it'll have to be the corner of the.
That's fine. 2 Hellhounds is doable. Like we can deal
Yeah.
with 2 Hellhounds.
All right, then I'm gonna VoIP. Actually, so then I have to hit this corner. Oh, hold on.
It's this. It's this.
Yeah,
one
I have to
here.
hit this corner. Yep. Which means I can stand back here to cast it from the corner to corner.
Okay.
It's going to go off in this corner, so I just need to draw shape. Alt for circle. Shift to snap to grid.
Bubble time.
Bubble time.
I choose for all of them, including Strahd, to fail into the center.
Okay. We going into the center
Denheim.
of the 10-foot dome.
Let's go.
Next up, whites.
And my last 5 feet of movement, I'm going to duck into here.
Okay.
Now there is a slight problem with this plan.
I
Which
drop
is
concentration on.
Well, dropping concentration is one thing. Another thing is if he just has a disintegration spell, then like he goes
I'd
and the
rather
wall
him
force goes.
disintegrate that than any of us.
I mean, I
Very
agree,
true.
but I'm just saying that is an option.
Another one of these makes it up. The next one in line does its thing. For the whites, white is on the way.
You know,
This one is making a couple attacks at you, the Doomar.
we needed to grab this guy and just like give him a short sword. We could use his help here.
Well, I mean, we'll talk about that
uh,
later.
1, 2, at disadvantage.
Those miss.
Okay. Next up is top of the round and Drowmore.
Dalmar is going to move to, let's see. Does a line... I need to get down there, that's not happening.
We don't want to be next to each other for these hellhounds, though, that's for sure.
Yeah. Dalmar is going to provoke an AOO
Okay.
at disadvantage.
You're good?
He'll get over to here, and he's just gonna get rid of this white problem.
Okay.
And take a shot.
That's racist, Doomer.
That is a miss.
Oh no, take another one.
Take another one. That is also a miss.
Well,
The white problem
give it
persists.
hell.
That's what's important.
Okay.
That's me.
What's that?
Oh, I said that's me.
Okay.
Oh,
no.
This might be a problem. How fast are hellhounds?
Yes. Yes, speeds.
Yes, speed.
So the yellow whites are potentially also making their way up, hand over fistedly, and the hellhounds are doing hellhound things.
Think I should've
Yes,
chosen
fast
Hell
to an
Hound.
extent. Let's
I think I
see.
should have just left Strahd out.
I don't know. I think this is like if we can deal with these hellhounds, this is top tier play.
Well, right. So, but my idea was like, trap all 4 of them in there. They can't move on their turn, and then
50.
Whoopsie gets in position and
Oh.
like just holds,
Do not rush.
kind of holds them.
But if Strahd just tosses out a fireball and just immediately downs Whoopsie and me,
Well, he wouldn't be able to do that before Whoopsie went.
Also, can you actually like shoot a fireball into it anyway? I guess you
I
left
don't-
the top open or something. I don't know. Anyway. Ah,
No, you
it's
can't.
low
You can't.
hellhound.
They can't shoot anything out, and you can't shoot anything in. I believe for Wall of
If
Force.
Well,
I-
yeah, I can drop concentration whenever I want. I would drop the
I see.
yeah.
If I Kona Colded this right now, for instance, would this hit this back line? Like, let's say that.
it would be blocked by the wall of force. But if the wall of force were dropped, it would hit.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming you like took that step
All
up
of
to
them,
be in range.
including Strahd?
Or that
No.
like the 2 that you sort of could draw a line on. Like if you were shooting
Yeah.
it from this edge of the hex, it like probably barely clips into this guy and definitely hits this guy. But definitely does not hit this guy.
Oh, it
That
might not
gets
matter. We need to figure out what
these
these
two.
hellhounds are doing.
I think one of
Yeah.
them is coming right here, and this one will be actually moving over here to this side. This one,
Well, hello, friend.
hello friend, will be using its fire breath on the
Could
two.
have seen this coming.
I believe that he hits the 2 that are closest, so Skate and Whoopsie.
Oh, I'm saved. Hashtag saved.
Oh, wait, no. That's from that square. I believe so. Here, hold on. We've snapped a corner here. 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need dex saves from you two. That is a success. How about you, Whoopsie?
Fuck.
+5 doesn't help you much there either. So
Okay. I guess I'll roll it myself then. 22.
one above average.
Also, I am going to use my rune of prophecy to give Skate advantage on his concentration. Save.
Okay.
Wait, can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
You have
Yeah.
to declare inspiration before you make a roll in this.
Shit!
That would have been the one to use it too. And you don't have absorb elements.
Also, even if you made that, I think you'd still just go down.
I think so. Yeah, you
Aren't
would.
you at like 6 health or something?
She's at 9 currently.
9.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered if you made it or not. You're gonna go unconscious.
If you
regardless.
made it and had absorb elements. And also had more spell slots because you probably used absorb elements like 5 other times in this encounter.
But you would have had more HP. Actually, yeah, absorb elements against the Strahd fireballs would have been glorious.
So
Okay,
our fair lady goes down. The other one,
What's
You take
I'm
11
taking-
on a
I'm
save?
Taking 11, but actually not.
okay.
We're gonna react here.
Wait, don't
Yeah.
you have counter spell? Come on.
It's
It's
not
not
a
a
spell.
spell.
Breath weapons are
Just their-
indeed.
Toasty breath,
They just breathe and it's
doggo
hot.
breath.
It is just
They add
energy, man.
chilies.
We're
Did you
definitely
do your
not.
concentration check already, Robert?
No, I'm determining if I'm taking damage from this at all or not.
Ah.
I can choose to take 1 damage here, or 0 damage here.
What's your concentration save?
+6.
With advantage. So you got pretty good odds.
Is this the time to risk it though?
I
Like,
don't
how
want to risk
important
it,
is?
but like having a 3rd level spell slot could very well be the difference between living
yeah,
and not
if
later.
The 3rd level spell slot's kind of a lot.
Like,
Yeah.
That's a Strahd counter spell right there.
Once we can see him.
Mm-hmm.
I was working on it.
Okay.
I promise.
gonna-
I had so many actions.
I'm level 2ing it.
Okay, level 2 spell slot.